Gave it a wash.
What age were you when you bought it?
Oh.
And what age were you when it bought it?
Oh, God. When I bought it, I must have been, 25.
25? Sorry, what? 25?
6.
So, I think we were...
6.
So I must say, I was thinking it would have been...
I don't know exactly.
childhood.
I did not record my age when I went into the shop.
So you bought it...
OK, but we're not
Not to use
splitting
it,
hairs between 23 and 24
Mid-20s.
here, right? You weren't 9, is what we're basically getting here.
No, I tell you what, maths really is your strong point.
Yeah. No, the point is, who in their 20s buys a hamster?
I like the fact that it didn't seem unusual that he dug it up and washed it. That's all right.
Did you wash it? Hamster in your mid-20s?
Did you wash
Surely
it?
that's not the bit you should be focusing on.
Did the hamster have a name?
Yes, so his name was... Yanto.
How's that spelled?
I-A-N-T-O, I think.
Does it
To be honest, I never had cause to write...
You don't have to worry about the spelling of any pets, really. Just drop on.
I think there are times when you have to write... You might be writing an email
Yeah.
with news to a loved one. By the way, Yanto's looking peaky.
You're quite right, I did
Did
once...
you not put a little tombstone, thus making it easy for you later to dig him up and wash him?
He did have a tombstone, yeah, of sorts, yeah.
And did he not have Yanto written on the tombstone?
Tragically, there was already something written on his tombstone.
What was it not?
It was a lollipop stick.
He had a joke on it.
The hamster died and you buried it where?
In the garden.
How long was it under the earth before you dug it up? Was it sort of months later?
No, probably a day or two.
Was it in a container, a sort of hamster coffin?
It was in a container, yeah.
What was the container?
It was in a smoothie bottle.
A smoothie bottle.
He was in a smoothie bottle. How did you get the hamster into the smoothie bottle?
With the lolly stick.
No, I took the top off and just pushed him in.
You sort of forced him in? Because I imagine...
I had to, he was dead. I tried persuading him, but it didn't work.
And then how would you get the hamster out to wash it?
Or did you put the water in the bottle, put the lid back on, give it a shake, and then take the lid off, and then... No, you wouldn't want to put water in. You'd want to put lots of fizzy drink in, shake it up, and he's out. He's blown out, and then you go...
The thing that we haven't established in all of this is why you felt you had to clean him.
Because he had like a strawberry Mohican. It was gone stiff.
There's still strawberry stuff in there.
Yeah, I hadn't rinsed it out properly.
And you were racked with guilt.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Can you describe the washing?
If I'm honest, the washing of him doesn't stand out that much in my... It was a fairly straightforward rinse and blow dry, as I remember.
Not a blow dry. Come on, you didn't blow dry him.
In the kitchen...
Been anywhere north on your holidays?
What's...
Do a cup of tea or anything?
Did you run the hamster under the kitchen tap?
I washed as much of that strawberry smoothie out of his sticky, brittle hair as I could. And said our goodbyes and buried him in the garden.
So did you feel like you'd done the right thing?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Thanks, Rob. I did, yeah.
That's good. That's good to know. Do you think he's telling the truth?
I don't.
No.
Maybe a quick flick under the tap, but I don't think he'd spend time scrubbing down the...
So you're saying lie?
We're saying it's a lie.
Saying it's a lie. Yeah. Rod, the hamster, the burial, the resurrection. Is it the truth, or were you telling a lie?
Obviously, it's true.
Well, it's true, and it's very upsetting.
A little chimpanzee once came to my house for tea.
David's team, what do you think?
A little chimpanzee.
How little? A tiny chimp, about this high.
And did it come alone?
It preceded an expected guest.
Was that gorilla?
What did it eat?
Well, we tried Marmite because it was a Sunday afternoon and we were having sort of tea and Marmite toast, and that's what my kids liked. But it turned its nose up at that, so we gave it cheese and tomato sandwiches, and she opened them up and took the inside and seemed to be quite happy with that.
Probably on a no-carbs diet.
What's a chimpanzee doing, coming round
Good question.
to your house for tea?
Yeah.
She was with the friend who was expected, and the friend who was expected was running late, and she sent the chimpanzee on ahead.
So did the chimpanzee ring the doorbell or knock on the door? Or
Knocked on the door.
And you answer the door, and there is...
I went to the door, and my wife said, "Who's that?" And I said, "It's a chimpanzee." She said, "What does it want?" And the chimpanzee was doing this. And I said, "I think it wants tea." She said, "Well, ask it in."
How did the chimpanzee get to your house?
They ordered a taxi.
I don't know, I'm not a courageous man. If I was answering the door and I saw a chimpanzee, I wouldn't invite it in for tea. I'd be afraid. I'm not keen on wasps.
Really?
And they're much, much smaller than chimpanzees.
Who was the friend? Was it Michael Jackson? I mean, who were you receiving?
It was a lady that I had worked with quite some time before this afternoon.
Why did she have a monkey?
Because she had very few friends.
All right, David, what are you thinking? This sounds
I think it's
peculiar.
true. At the moment, I think it's true. What do you think?
I don't know. I want to know why she would send it
A
first.
sense of fun, surely. As a bit of a joke, go up there, knock on his door, it'll be amusing.
What do you think?
What I think Charles Dance, a chimp in a cheese sandwich. It's true.
Which way are you going to
I think we're going to go true, though.
You're going to say true, yeah? OK. Charles Dance, your chimp story. Were you telling the truth, or were you telling a lie?
I'm sorry to say that it's true.
Yes, it's true. A little chimpanzee once went to Charles's house for tea. It's Lee.
I can smell if there is a dead fly in the room. Can I just say, I know it sounds ridiculous, but I can smell a dead fly in the room.
So, is what you're saying that if there isn't a dead fly in the room, you have no sense of smell?
No, that's not what I'm saying. And you know damn well that's not what I'm saying, David. No, I can smell if there is a dead fly in the room. I can smell the dead fly.
So is there a dead fly in here?
Hold on. No, I can't smell a dead fly in this room, obviously. This is what we call a normal-sized room.
I see.
OK, well...
A room in my house.
How do you prove this? Do you actually sniff it out? Can you actually, like a sniffer dog, you actually find the dead fly with your nose? Or you just go...
No. I never told you I could find them.
You can't locate it, you just know it's somewhere within the walls.
Well, not within the wall.
I'm not talking about flies that might have been killed by a serial killer and then sort of plastered in.
Yeah. I can't smell them. I can't smell them. No, definitely not.
Right, OK.
But you can't locate them, you just know there's somewhere in the room.
I can smell if there's a dead fly in the room.
So where...
How can you put it to the test? Because you might have been in a room in which there was a dead fly and you have not smelt it and said there is no dead fly in this room. And people have believed you, and yet lurking in the corner...
It's a good question, Joan. It's a very good question. And I wish that I had a good answer. Just by the law of averages, there's been too many times when I've gone in a room and gone, there's a dead fly in this room. And quite often, we will see the dead fly.
What do you mean quite often? It has to be always. It has to be always.
I can smell if there's a dead fly in the room, so I will go in and go, I think there's a dead fly in the room. That's just a polite way of talking, David. I don't go, there There is a dead fly in the room! It's a fact every time! This room! I talk more softly than you, David. I have a softer... I don't show off about my talents. Okay. I walk in a room and I go, I think there's a dead fly in this room. In fact, no, I think you'll find there is definitely. There always is. There always is.
What does the dead fly smell of?
It's a smell that I wouldn't want to describe to a friend.
Try. Imagine you're a wine connoisseur. Right. It's the smell of a dead fly.
I'm getting...
what are you getting?
I'm getting a bit of wing. I'm getting another wing. And how many wings? Was it 2 or 4? 4. Another wing. And no, wait. There's only 3 wings. I think I know how this fly died.
You've not really described the smell there. You've described the body parts of a fly while making sniffing noises.
Well, I can't. I'm a professional. You're an amateur. I'm trying to say it in layman's terms.
Well, earlier on, I was. I came to see you in your dressing room to say hello, and I had a little look in the window, and only now I'm thinking there was a dead fly in there, and you never mentioned it.
Before you came, and I went, smell of fly. But I found that smell was soon overpowered, Jason.
David, time to make your mind up. Is he telling the truth? Is that whole fly-smelling thing real?
Well, let us pay him the respect of pretending to consider it. You don't believe him when he says...
I do not believe him.
Well, I think lie.
You think lie, you're saying lie. OK. Lee, were you telling the truth, or was that a lie?
I've actually started believing it myself. It's a lie.
Yes?
I once had a snog with one of the people here on Would I Lie to You Tonight.
Whoa! One of us 6. 6.
You... Hang on a minute, I'm here as well.
Yeah, 6.
Could have been me.
She didn't snog herself.
Well, that's true. That's true. Oh, God. Oh, my word. I think my poor grasp of mathematics has never been more cruelly exposed.
So one of us 6 people... Why am I saying one of us 6? I know it wasn't me. One of them 5. Was it you?
It's true.
No, I'm Spartacus.
You see, I definitely...
very awkward if all 6 of us have snogged us.
But she could only remember one.
If it's true, will the person remember, or is it like a drunken thing, or...?
I don't know if they will remember.
This is getting awkward. If this is true, this could be very awkward.
I don't know.
How many years ago?
I think it was in 98, so 15 years ago.
Just a snog?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be David at university, isn't it?
Why, did they go to university together?
They're both Cambridge, aren't they?
We did.
Yes.
And were you in the same...
No,
You've got plot thickens.
David is quite a lot younger than me, so...
but were you still hanging around the university?
trying to prey on freshers in Freshers Week. What you haven't said yet, Mel, is you haven't really painted a lovely picture for us of the circumstances, where you were.
Yep.
Just talk us through that.
It was a works do.
Not me. I've never worked in my life.
It was a works do, and everyone had been working very, very hard. It was a long series, and it was the end of term party.
Stop
end of
looking
series
at me,
party.
Mel.
What was the series?
It was the England rugby team 2000.
Was it a test series?
It was a show back in the late 90s.
Was it Late Lunch?
It was called Late Lunch.
So the show you did Late Lunch, was the person you kissed a guest on the show, or were they a regular on it, or...?
No, we were colleagues.
This is a totally new type of round.
This is...
You stop trying to work out whether it's true or not, just who it was.
Yeah. Who was it?
Wait, who was it that you kissed? Was it Rob? Please tell me when you kissed him he didn't do that. Who was it that you kissed?
Dermot. It was Dermot.
Dermot?
It was Dermot.
Wow. This is a weird one now, because if it's not true, poor Dermot now has got to answer all these questions.
I don't think you're allowed to question other panellists.
This is
not his card.
No, we're in new territory. This has never happened before.
Rob, my proclamation is thus. You can quiz O'Leary. However, he doesn't have to answer unless he so chooses.
Well, to be fair, that's true with everyone. We're going to be legally required to speak. If you want to make people talk when they don't want to, you have to waterboard them.
I'm happy to waterboard him if you want to...
Mel, what was Dermot doing in this show?
Dermot was the guy responsible for getting the audience in.
Has Dermot said if he remembers this?
Dermot, do you remember this?
That would scupper my team's chance. I can't answer that.
Yeah, that's handy. You mean no? So you were working on...
I was working on London.
What was your position?
I was I was sort of audience researcher. So
that's handy. Just what she just said, yeah. In 1998, were you in a relationship, or is it okay to push you on this?
I'm not sure.
You said at the time, Dermot, that you weren't in a relationship.
Oh, well, he can't have been then.
Yeah.
OK. So what are you going to say then, Lee? What are you thinking?
That's an interesting one, this, isn't it? What do you think?
It feels
plausible. Do you think? It's plausible.
It is plausible.
Definitely plausible.
I just think O'Leary's been too kind of reticent on the details and the facts.
Yeah, but he could be awkward because he doesn't remember, or he remembers very well and he's trying to play for his team.
Gentleman doesn't tell.
I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
Based on O'Leary.
Matt, what are you thinking on this?
I'm not sure. I don't think the dates fit.
Lie.
Well, go with lie then.
You're saying it's a lie?
I think it might be true, but I'm going with my team and saying lie.
Mel, it was a wonderful, wonderful tale. Was it true, or were you telling a lie?
Well, Rob, gents, Dermot, I was telling the truth.
Dermot, everything that Mel said was true.
100% bona fide.
Yes, it's true. Mel did have a snog with Dermot O'Leary.
I once sent out 30 professional photographs of myself to try and get an agent. I got just one reply advising me to destroy all copies of the photograph.
David, what pose exactly were you doing in the glossy print?
I mean, I thought a normal, dignified, at the same time hilarious and talented one.
Show me.
Yeah, can you do it?
No, I think what it was...
Do it.
I think maybe in the picture, my mouth looked a bit wrong. You know, maybe it was a bit sort of...
Can I ask why you thought...
Or maybe...
But you didn't bother to change
it wasn't like...
And when was this? What period are we talking about?
It was in the 18th century. In the mid-late 1990s.
What kind of places were you sending them to?
Or did you just leave them in phone boxes around London?
How were you dressed in the photograph? Was it a casual or was it a smarter look that you went for?
I'm guessing smarter.
It's just in case he was wearing a leisure suit. Maybe it was the late 90s. You
What's
know,
a leisure suit?
It's
that sort of zip-up thing that you can relieve yourself in.
Yes.
It's what they'll be wearing in the future. It's just so convenient. Just get in and whatever happens, it's fine.
Did this dent your confidence, David?
Yes.
You didn't think I'll just get some more done, but this time without the stovepipe hat and the cravat?
I don't think I immediately got some more done. I mean, I have subsequently had other photos.
You got your confidence back?
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Do you think that could be the truth?
I think it's true.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
I think it's true.
True.
I think it's true. David, truth or lie?
It is true.
Oh. True. It's true. David did once send out 30 professional photographs, but was advised by an agent to destroy all copies. Next.
I once set fire to my house with a box of fireworks.
David Mitchell's team.
Was this on purpose?
It was done out of ignorance.
What age were you?
I was somewhere around about 7.
I want to know where you grew up, where a 7-year-old can buy a box of fireworks.
I bought them in the shop near where I lived in Middlesbrough. It was a box for 2 and 6 of standard fireworks. That was the brand.
Standard brand. That sounds exciting. Standard fireworks.
Yeah.
A normal level of excitement will be endeavoured. Yeah. For a bonfire night, you will forget.
But it says standard, but then it's...
Well, that is standard for a firework.
Yeah.
So you're in your home, and you're 7 or 8 years old.
I'm 7 and I'm on my own, yeah.
On your own?
Yeah, and
What happens?
on one of the fireworks, I think it was the sparklers, it said, not suitable for indoor use. Which, at that age, makes you think, that means they're OK.
Could you just not read the word not when you were being...
Did you think not was the brand? You go, oh, lovely, I love that not brand food. It's not for human consumption.
I know that logic that says, well, people have obviously tried them indoors.
I've discovered they're not suitable.
Yeah.
So therefore, I won't use them indoors because I want to live.
If you look at a big firework, it won't say not suitable for indoors. It's obvious.
Yeah. Right.
But on the sparklers, they chose to put it on.
So what happened?
I lit the sparkler. The sparks went into the box of fireworks, a standard box, and set them off. And I carried the box of fireworks, now beginning to light, into the kitchen, and I threw them into the kitchen. I thought it would be more suitable.
I think you're right. The kitchen, of all the rooms, is the most suitable for fireworks, isn't it?
Because of the oven, the gas, the stove. There is fire naturally in the kitchen.
Yeah, there's a lot of... And there's more... It's more wipe down.
Yes.
Less cloth.
So what happened then?
They went off in the
What was the sound like? Was it bing, wee?
No, these were only standard. And, I remember, as I'm sat here now, wiping the scorch marks off the floor and thinking that my mum's going to kill me.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to be in big trouble. Then I went back into the living room. Unbeknownst to me, I dropped one. And the living room was completely engulfed in flames.
It sounds to me that if you're on your own at home at 7, your mum's pretty laid back anyway.
She said, son, will you sit here and look after these fireworks? Whilst I go out to the bingo.
So, you lit the sparkler. A spark went into the standard box.
Yes.
The box starts to go... You go, uh-oh, I must get them into the most suitable room for fireworks.
Yes.
The kitchen. No need to go beyond the kitchen to the outdoors.
Yeah. Mum said don't go out.
It's good to know there was at least one rule in your house.
What time of day did all this happen?
This happened mid-afternoon.
Oh, dear, so you didn't really get the benefit of the...
Who put the fire out?
I went to next door where Miss Best lived. She was, bless her, she's about 80. And I knocked on their door and said, my house is on fire. And she said, do you know, I thought it was.
So what happened then?
She called the fire brigade. They fired their water hoses throughout the house.
Yes.
Ruining it.
Even the rooms where there's no fire.
Not ruining it.
Yeah.
You do know that before they put out fires, it's already ruined, don't you?
Lee.
You're making this house all wet. It was lovely and warm.
And it's the water damage that knackers the house.
Is it? Not the fire?
Not the fire. If they would use their boots to put it out... Honestly, the entire house, that's it. I was in a family of 4 children, and we were homeless.
Where...
Come on, keep it light.
No, I'm just saying.
Where were all the other kids while you were alone with the fire? Why did you take 3 children out?
They were looking after fireworks in other people's houses.
So when you say you were homeless, how much of the house did the inferno claim?
It's gone. Entire house
the
gone.
whole
house gone. Yeah.
The whole house burnt
Whole house
down?
burnt down.
So how much did you leave in the living room? The fireworks in the kitchen have only caused a few scorches.
Yeah.
What did you leave in the living room?
And now, don't you feel stupid for saying standard fireworks?
Yeah.
I tell
Not
you,
really.
well,
I think you were stupid for lighting a sparkler indoors.
If you don't know what you dropped
Yeah.
in the living room, is there a chance that it's just a coincidence?
No, it could be.
That it might not have been your fault?
That's what I said to the press.
Not your fault?
Press? What press? Who did you speak to?
Local press.
Because they came to the house while it was burning?
Yeah, you know, they're their hats on, trilbies, sniffing around.
With those little bits of paper in the notebook? Yeah. Were they called things like Scoop McLean?
I believe he was called Ron Waffle.
Sorry, Ron Waffle?
It was either him, the other ace reporter on the Gazette was John Caramel. It was one of them two.
Caramel and Waffle.
Honestly.
The question is whether you think Bob has been telling the truth.
Well, I thought it seemed very plausible until we heard about caramel and waffle.
I think he thinks he's telling the truth, but I think what's happened at some point, he's seen a film in which this has happened.
He saw a backdrop.
And is now convinced that it happened to him. I think it's a lie.
Sarah.
I was going to say I want it to be true, but that sounds really horrible. I think it might be true.
Well, I think it's true. I think it's true.
So you're going to go for true?
Yeah.
OK, Bob, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
I was telling the truth.
Oh. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Keith. Bob, first of all. Bob, what is Keith to you?
This is Keith. He's my oldest friend, and when we were at school together, we hid a dictaphone in the classroom ceiling to confuse our teacher.
David Harewood?
This is my old teacher, Keith. I once had to claim I wasn't me when I met him in a cafe, as I was in character preparing for Homeland.
And finally, Lee, your relationship with Keith.
This is Keith, and his hawk...
Yes.
Yeah, I'll admit, David, it's a difficult start. Well, go with it. Yeah. This is Keith, and his hawk was supposed to land on my arm at a village fete, but instead stole the wig from the man next to me and flew off into a tree.
So there we are. It's Bob's classroom prankster, it's David's blanked buddy, or it's Lee's hawk handler. David's team, where do you start?
So, yes, David, he was a teacher at your school?
Very briefly.
What, a whole lesson?
I mean, I don't know if... I mean, I would see him.
But he didn't teach you?
No, not teach me.
He was someone who hung around a school, and he was... Charitably, you assumed he was a teacher.
But if he was at the school a short period of time, how did you even recognise him in the cafe?
Oh, I knew it was him. He walked into the cafe and he said, "Hi, David," and basically I blanked him. It was literally the month before I went to America when I was doing Homeland, and I'd just been to see my dialect coach. He basically said I have to stay in my American voice. So
Could you not have explained that to him in your American voice? I'm sorry, buddy, but I'm doing a wall here.
I don't think it was ever as good as that, John, to be fair.
I basically just had to say, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm remembering you now. Do the voice a bit more
straight. I said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Ooh, that did weird things to me.
So your dialect coach said, you're in this role, you need to stay in this character.
Yeah.
Now the lesson's over, let's go to a very public place.
Yeah.
We are likely to encounter several people.
Well, that's what you have to do. You have to stay in that voice. You have to have the confidence to stay in your voice.
Why can't you just, turn it on like an actor?
Oh, that's a cheap shot, Sarah.
I have to say, I did phone him up afterwards and apologise.
So you had his number?
You stayed in touch with the teacher you barely remember.
Would it be fair to say the Hawk's looking a bit more plausible?
So, David, who would you like to question next?
Bob, remind us of your allegation.
When we were at school together, we hid a dictaphone machine in the ceiling tiles to interrupt the lesson.
So not to record, but to play stuff?
Yeah.
What sort of stuff?
Well, it was important to keep a gap at the beginning, so we let it run for about 15 minutes. And then there was the noise of a fly. For a brief period, then another period, to confuse the teacher.
Where would you get the noise from the fly? You'd make the noise.
We'd make the noise ourselves,
Let's
I'm
hear
not
your
paying
fly
for
noise.
no fly to do it.
Let's hear your fly.
You know...
It does sound like a fly.
Can I hear your bee?
We didn't do a bee.
Do you know how to do a bee? Just like that fly.
Oh, no, it's more wholesome if it's a bee, isn't it?
Show me the difference, David.
Well, I don't know. I'm not...
Do
well,
it.
I would say, OK, a bee would be a sort of a foot...
No, that's a bumblebee.
A fly is a...
Very good. That's good. Very good.
Right.
Do you see the way he just slipped straight in and out of character?
So yes, there was silence.
Yeah.
Then a little bit of fly, silence, a little bit of fly, and then, quite loudly, but not to frighten anyone, the word wolf. Then more silence. A bit more silence. Then Speedway Stadium.
Like that. Speedway Stadium.
Do you know, the idea was just to say kind of random things. He was a really nice teacher called Bill Whitlingham.
How did Bill Whitlingham react to these random sounds?
Well, Mr. Whitlingham left the room and said, "Can you sort this out by the time I've gone back? Can you sort whatever it is that's going on?" And there was a cupboard in the corner where, interesting, it had like exercise books in it, pens and that, but it also had, in a little cage, a hand lion, which is a robotic, it's a battery-operated thing.
What? Are you just saying any words that come into your head? In any order? Well,
it's a hand lion, and if you
hand lion.
It's a robotic, animatronic hand lion. Yeah. And if you'd been particularly good, he would put it on your hand and set it to lick it. Lick it. If you'd been particularly...
Was this like a clockwork lion?
No, it was remote control.
It was remote control?
Remote control. He had the controller in his desk, and he said, you've been
actual
such a
hand
good
lion...
boy, get out the hand lion, and you'll get a lick. And if you'd been bad, you put him on your hand and he'd strike. He'd strike at your hand.
So the hand lion had two settings. It could lick or it could strike.
Yes, good boy, bad boy.
Right, very
good
sensible.
boy, bad boy. Now, the only problem with it, of course, was...
What, this story?
The only problem was, of course, if the batteries got low, it would get constipated. No, anyway, but in this cupboard, so we got up on the cupboard.
You climb onto the cupboard that the hand lion is housed in.
Probably asleep.
Right, you reach up onto the ceiling tile.
Take out the dictaphone.
Switch it off.
Yep.
Mr. Whitlingham comes back in.
Yes.
What happens?
He's nervously awaiting another, edict from above.
Yeah.
Doesn't come, we carry on with the lesson. British government and politics it was.
There was a lesson called British Government and Politics?
Yeah.
Whole year on that?
2 years, it was A-level.
For these sixth formers...
Yes.
A hand lion... that can either lick or strike was what was used to express praise or the opposite to these 17 or 18-year-old students.
And it was very effective.
All right. Would you like to move on to the final claim?
So, Lee, tell the story about Keith.
I was at Village Fete, and...
Why were you at a Village Fete?
I was helping out.
What village?
Thames Ditton.
Why were you helping out at Thames Ditton Fake?
Because I don't live too far away from there, and they asked me to help out, and I did a few little things, like I did a bit of tombola, a bit of announcing. Then I went over to judge the pig racing. The usual things you do at a fete, you know.
The pig racing?
Yeah. I don't know why I judged it, because surely first past the post, but... Well, no, I was doing case of a dead heat.
And what happened with the hawk and Keith and the wig?
One of the things I had to do was to volunteer to stand there and learn. He had the little headpiece on where he'd teach the crowd basic falconry, I believe we call it. I stick the glove on and then hold this little thing. I don't know what it was, but I'm doing this.
A small morsel of meat.
Thank God you've been to one, because I haven't. I'm holding a small morsel of meat. Then what happens? And
then the swan comes down.
The swan came down. So the hawk comes over, right? It comes over. There's a person missing from this story, and it's the mayor, right? The local mayor. I can't say it in I always struggle.
Mayor. The mayor.
The mayor, right?
So
the mayor
you're
of
standing
London.
next to a horse.
Yeah, so the local... So the mayor is doing his bit, but the mayor has got a wig on, right? The hawk flies over to go and land on my hand, but he lands on the mayor's head, and so he gets caught up in his what should we call them? Talons. He gets caught up in the talons, and then in the sort of panic, the bird sort of... And he can't release this wig, and he flies off, and he goes into the tree. I said, why didn't he go for the meat? And he said, I genuinely think the gold chain caught his eye, there was a bit of confusion for a second, and he just did a bit of an emergency landing on a mare's wig at Thames Ditton Fate. What's there not to believe?
At that point, did you cry, oh no, the mare's hers over there?
All right, so David's team is Keith, Bob's classroom prankster, David's blanked buddy, or Lee's hawk handler.
I was believing Bob until the fact that he was 18 and the hand lion. I'm leaning towards David.
I think I'm leaning towards David.
I think it's Bob, and I think he panicked because he knew we were onto him, so he went on a ridiculous riff about a hand lion to throw us off the scent. I'll go Bob, but I've been wrong before.
Tara?
I'm going to go David.
We'll go David.
You're saying David?
Mm-hmm.
Keith, please reveal your true identity.
My name's Keith, and Bob and I recorded voices and hid the dictaphone in the ceiling.
Yes. Keith is Bob's classroom prankster.
I would never have believed all that stuff about a hand line was completely true.
Thanks very much, Keith.
Thank you.
For 3 weeks, I was listed as a missing person by Interpol.
Wow. When did this happen?
In the mid-90s.
Where were you? Had you actually disappeared?
I was in Morocco.
What were you doing there?
I was on a bike ride in Spain.
You were on a bike ride in Spain in Morocco.
Can I have a moment to chat with my client?
What happened was, I met someone in Spain on a train. A Moroccan
so hang on,
man.
was this bike ride in Spain happening on the train? It was like, because I know that you get those Spanish bike rides on trains in Morocco. It's probably one of those.
No, there was bad weather, and that's why I took the train from the north of Spain to the south of Spain, because apparently, according to the local newspaper, there was better, more agreeable bicycling weather.
How did you then get into Morocco, though?
That is because I met that Moroccan bloke on the train.
Which Moroccan bloke?
Yeah, does he have a name?
I can't quite remember, but it was Mohammed or something.
Mohammed the Moroccan, you met on the train in Spain.
He asked me if I wanted to join him to go to Morocco. And then I thought, well, I've never been outside Europe. In for penny, in for pound. So
you were picked up by a strange Moroccan on a train and agreed to go back to Morocco with him?
What's the worst that can happen?
How did you find out that you were on the Interpol list?
I realised only once I rang my parents, once I was back in Spain. And I rang my parents, and for them it was like someone found them from beyond the grave.
So why didn't you ring your parents from Morocco?
Because that man, that Mohammed,
you remember Mohammed, don't you?
Yeah.
He was the man on the train.
The Moroccan on the train.
The Moroccan on the train who invited him back to his house.
So and then when I was staying with Mustafa and his family...
From what port did you leave Spain, and into which port did you enter Morocco?
Question. Well, we left Spain, if I remember correctly, from Algeciras and went over to Ceuta, which is one of the 2 Spanish enclaves in the north of Morocco.
Good answer.
I think you've just clutched victory from the jaws of defeat.
How was it then resolved? How did you end up getting off of the list?
Well, hang on a minute, we're jumping ahead here.
Yeah,
What the hell
he's allowed to do that, him, isn't he?
What were you doing?
I was travelling with Mohammed.
My client is getting mixed up because at passport control they said you must have a passport. And he's getting a bit mixed up with the names.
I'm curious as to the fact that Interpol has a missing persons list.
Yeah, no, what happened is my parents got involved and they got Interpol involved.
Right.
And I sent a few postcards, one of them, to my friend Mack. And on that postcard I wrote, I've joined the Foreign Legion. Probably see you never again, have a good life or something. And then, Mack, being a quite clever boy, so, OK, with this postcard I can have a lot of fun. I go round Henning's parents and say them something along the lines of, Herr Wehn, Frau Wehn, you might be interested in this.
Sorry, so your friend Mark...
Yes.
...used this postcard to mentally torture your parents. I'll make his parents think he's disappeared forever for a laugh.
Where's German sense of humour?
What do we know about this Moroccan chap who we're calling Mohammed?
He hadn't been home for many, many years, and so we couldn't take the boat straight to Morocco. We had to go to one of the Spanish enclaves because he had to collect a suitcase full of books from a cafe in Ceuta.
Why did he have a suitcase full of books?
Because someone left them there for him.
But why books in a suitcase?
Well, it was back in the mid-90s, people were still reading.
So he went to a cafe in the Spanish enclave of Morocco to collect a suitcase which he told you was full of books.
Well, I suppose a friend of his left them there.
Yes, but
why? I mean, you know what it sometimes is like, isn't it? Like, well, I can't quite think of an example.
But if he could, it would be like that.
Yeah. This Interpol list that you were on, can you just elaborate on how your parents got you onto it?
Well, they rang the consulate, and they rang all sorts of...
Which consulate?
The German one.
Which German consulate?
Well, the one in Morocco.
They didn't ring the police, they rang the German consulate in Morocco.
Well, that's how you would go about it, wouldn't you? It's no good ringing your local bobby.
And what happens then with the list? Do you just... They have to tell Interpol, stop looking for Henning. We found him.
I suppose so, yeah.
Well, did they? For all we know, they're still looking for you now.
I'm safe!
So what do you think, David? Does any of that have the ring of truth, or has he made all that up?
What do you think, Kirsty?
I think it's so odd and inconsistent and unlikely that it must be true.
Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards as well.
I think that as well. I think it's true.
Yeah.
Henning, was that the truth, or were you telling a lie?
Well, this story is true.
Please welcome this week's special guest, Ray. So, let's start with Susanna. How do you know Ray?
This is Ray. I stole his title for downing a pint faster than anyone else on the BBC breakfast team.
Dave, what is Ray to you?
This is Ray, and as teenagers, we spent 2 weeks building a 35-foot-long airship in his back garden for it only to be popped by his pet cat.
What about you, Lee? What's your relationship with Ray?
This is Ray. He taught me to drive in a hearse.
So there we are. Susanna's pint-drinking opponent, Dave's airship-building buddy, or Lee's hearse-driving instructor. David's team, who do you want to start with?
How quickly can you drink a pint?
I can drink a pint in 6 seconds.
6 seconds?
Yes.
How quick was Ray?
7 seconds.
Thank God you said a number bigger.
And how long had Ray held the record?
3 years.
And how much less a man do you think he felt?
It was a tough phone call because I had to call him to tell him that his record had gone.
So you just did this at home, did you? I've had another one, Ray.
Sorry.
I'm really getting through it tonight.
No, Ray...
If you're drunk, why'd you turn northern, Jimmy?
Because of the alcohol.
All right. I don't mind. When I'm trying to fiddle the government, I always put on Jimmy's voice. we all do different things. We all do different voices.
Susanna, can you just fill me in? What was his role in the breakfast team then?
Ray was a floor manager of breakfast.
Right.
In Television Centre. I mean, Ray is famous for having the record of 7 seconds for downing a pint. But that was when we were at Television Centre in London. And then, of course, the breakfast team moved to Salford.
Right.
And Ray didn't come with us.
I see. So the breakfast team start downing pints when?
I've seen the show. I think they start before they film. I'm confident.
What's the context for this pint drinking? Is it an annual...
It is the annual Christmas party.
What is your pint drinking technique?
You have the pint.
And you drink it. Quickly.
I tap it once.
Yeah?
And I do it in 4 glugs.
4 glugs?
Yes.
You can't do a pint in 4 glugs. How big are your glugs? I'd like to know about the phone call. Did you want to call him straight away? Did you wait till the next day?
It was the next day.
Did you have to ring him? Because he's already, you know, lost his job. The place he works is closed. And so going on top of that, you may think you're remembered fondly as the fastest beer drinker here. Well, no, not even that. You've been beaten in that by one of the female presenters of the show.
He didn't care. He got a new job teaching people to drive in hearses.
Let's move on to that. So he taught you to drive why in a hearse?
Because that's the vehicle he owned, because he was a funeral director.
So what does the sign on his shop say?
Closed when he's teaching me.
Why did he teach you to drive if he was a funeral director?
Because he was a friend who was a funeral director. He just so happened to own a hearse.
Where did this all take place?
In the hearse.
No, I know.
Dad sometimes said, can I have a lie down in the back if I was tired?
Where did you come from?
Southport.
Southport, the streets of Southport. You went
Yes.
to
How do you know I'm from Southport?
I told him.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because we've been doing this programme for 1,000 years.
Right, so you're in Southport.
Is that you, David? Is that David?
I know everything about you, including the fact that you did not learn to drive in a hearse. Nevertheless, we have to go through this.
What age did you get your driving licence?
About 22.
Wow.
22?
Why what?
About 22.
Well, I was a late developer.
I don't think
he
he
was... girlfriend till 46. And I'm only 44. Give me a call in a couple of years.
Actually, I'd like to ask you something. What the name of this funeral director?
What, Ray's funeral directors?
Ray's funeral directors?
No, that's not my answer. I said, what? Ray's funeral directors?
Yeah, and what was Ray's funeral directors called?
I'll tell you now. I'll tell you what Ray's funeral directors was called.
Yeah?
Jones's funeral director.
Jones, how does he do it? How does he come up with it so fast?
When he took you out for these driving lessons, did it ever happen that you had, how shall I put it, a passenger in the back?
No, but he did teach me once with a coffin in the back that didn't contain a body. It didn't contain anything. Before you go, what was in there?
Did he?
The cardo have got a bit more protection over their fruit and veg.
Should we move on to the airship?
Yes, this is Dave.
So you built an airship. I mean, this seems entirely plausible to me. You built an airship in your back garden?
No, in Ray's back garden. We had a mutual love of dirigibles.
And how old were you when you did this?
16.
What did you build your airship out of?
It was mainly air.
No. No, it was plastic sheeting, but it was sculpted so it did form the shape of an airship.
How can you sculpt sheeting?
Because the way you cut it and you put it together, when it's blown up, it will assume that shape.
And was there anything underneath it?
There was meant to be, but it never got that far, really. When the cat jumped on it, it was kind of put it out of commission.
Billowing in the wind behind it.
It was a different cat.
You have terrible trouble with cats. How did you inflate it?
With a vacuum cleaner put on blow.
So you blew it up with a vacuum
cleaner. Do they have
cleaner?
blow function? I don't know.
Do you do the vacuuming very often?
God, no!
No, what about you?
I don't know, I'd have to ask my people, but I imagine someone does.
Yes. This is terrible to see 3 grown men who've never picked up a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, I have picked
one up. Oh, I picked one up, yeah, but not for vacuuming.
Yeah.
So the idea was you actually get the shape formed and then you heat the air that you've put in and hopefully it would have flown.
How do you heat the air once it's already in there?
Crafting a gondola with 2 camping stoves on.
OK.
It wasn't to carry people.
You said crafting a gondola.
Yeah, because we never
got
got that far.
All 3 of those words mean. But I can't get a concept out of them.
In airship terminology, in dirigibles, it is a gondola that's suspended underneath the bag of gas.
Oh, you know what? That fact alone, true.
Have we changed channels?
Where were you going to go?
Venice.
Just flying, really. It was
I was thinking, next time I get locked in a bank, I want an escape plan.
You see, I've been on an inflatables course where
yeah, hit on it.
Hang on. What is an inflatables course?
It's for people that keep letting down their girlfriend.
It was just learning how to make things out of plastic and blowing up. It was kind of a sculptural thing.
Now, let's go back to this cat. Did he jump from a tree or a wall?
Backyard wall.
Backyard wall.
Yeah.
So the cat saw this huge inflated thing and thought, I'm going to jump on it.
Yeah. No, it just jumped on the top and we were in it at the time.
You were in it? Why had you gone inside?
To work out where to put the heat shield.
Honestly, that's true. That's true. Not be any more true.
To work out where to put the heat shield. True.
Right, chaps, we need an answer. So, David's team. Is Ray Dave's airship building buddy, Susanna's pint drinking opponent, or Lee's hearse driving instructor?
Let's go through. OK, so the hearse story, nonsense. I can imagine BBC Breakfast having a drinking competition.
So can I.
I'd remind you of the phrase, we were in there to see where to put the heat shield. You think he'd make that?
And let's not forget the phrase, Jones's funeral director.
I think he's a mate of Dave's.
I think he looks so much like a mate of Dave's. If we stood them face to face, it would look like a vase.
So you are saying, therefore...
Airship!
Airship, right.
Airship.
OK. Ray, please reveal your true identity.
I'm Ray, and I built an airship with Dave.
Thank you very much indeed, Ray.
This is my cape. I used to put it on, pretend I was Doctor Who, and head into my TARDIS. Or, as my parents called it, the airing cupboard.
Put the cape on.
All right. It is.
Come, feel free, David. Come and use the floor space. Think back to your dancing days. Come out and use the floor. You could have a glamorous assistant in the form of Miranda.
Oh,
Miranda, would you help David get into his cape?
Hang on.
Am
Do we put this over there?
That's what I'm
that'll
thinking.
Hold it in
There we
place.
go.
That fits. That actually fits you really well. Were you exactly the same size as a child?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't see you properly, David. Could you come and stand in front of me and twirl round? So you just...
Lovely.
Yes, that's
That
actually...
is a much
and how
needed
old?
reminder of the
How old were
competition.
you? When was this?
I think...
This is how I picture you walking round your house now.
How old was I? I think at the time I was first given this cape, I think I was about, maybe 10?
10? In that cape?
Maybe 9. It was too big for me initially.
Right. Hang on a second. Whoa, whoa, whoa. When you were 9, so to give us an idea of the height, go down, just go give us knees, and we'll see how much it would have dragged. So that would have been you as...
Hang on, it's
rock. Your shoes for a second.
Rocking.
Can I take this off?
What are you doing?
Well, your shoes.
Oh, I see. Right, sorry, yes,
How you might have looked in those days.
Yeah. This is how the police do sort of ageing profiling.
Yes.
What would he have looked like a few years
Just
ago?
get yourself on. Hang on, this one's
There we go. It'll be...
Did you say your mum and dad got you this cape?
My mum made it.
Your mum made it?
Yeah.
But even though she made it for you, had she no idea what size it should be?
Were you a close family, David?
Where's he getting cramp in my knee?
You can go back to your seat.
Yeah.
I give you permission.
You look like a very middle-class disgruntled Dracula. I didn't get any blood tonight. I don't care. I'll just shrug back to my chair and bite some virgin's neck tomorrow, I suppose.
So what do you think, Lee? Is it the truth or is it a lie?
What do you think, Barry?
Not a shred of truth.
You don't think? I think it could be true.
It sounds incredibly likely. In fact, I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if this is a habit that's actually finished. I imagine he's...
So Barry says a lie.
I'm the odd one out here, aren't I?
You say true.
I hope it's true. I think it's lovely.
I think it's lovely as well, so I'll say it's true.
You're going to say true.
All right.
David, truth or lie?
It is, of course, true.
Yes, it's true. David used to wear his cape and pretend he was Doctor Who.
On Countdown, if I worked out the number puzzle before the time was up, I used to play a little game.
That's where I've seen you before. So, David's team, what do you think?
What little game?
Well, on the numbers puzzle, you know, you used to do this and press the target and the number and then the target.
And then there's a
would come
time
up.
limit.
And then there'd be 30. You had 30 seconds to do something.
Yeah.
Well, most of the time, I'd get the answer before the clock started. So I had 30 seconds.
Before the clock started. So you must have despised the contestants. Sitting there working away for the whole 30 seconds like morons.
What I used to do, I used to get my pen that I would write on the board with, and I used to go round all the props boys, and I used to make them tap the end of my pen, and how many could tap the end of my pen in 30 seconds was the game.
So how many props guys
Yeah.
were required in the production of Countdown?
Well, Joe's been on Countdown a lot, so you know how we have someone like Harry or Vince or Stan who do the water pouring.
Carol.
And then
We had.
Oh, yeah, Tap my pen!
We're probably sat there. Wouldn't that be lovely?
Did you ever vary the game at all? Was it always the same game?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, here we go.
Sometimes I managed to get to the front row of the audience as well.
You did,
Occasionally,
did you?
a member of the
Come
audience.
on. Those people can't move.
Eh? Did you actually think this game up?
She's gone. I'll get her next time.
Was this not distracting to the poor contestants who are trying to do some maths out of shot?
Slightly out of shot, yes.
I feel sorry for this this new girl that's doing the numbers, because all the props guy must be going, oh, you'll have great fun on this show.
They will have said to her on the first day, are we going to play Touch the Pen? And got fired for sexual harassment. We always played Touch the Pen with Karen. Well, I'm sorry. I'm just not like that.
David, what are you and your teammates thinking?
Does it strike you as plausible?
I think
Larry?
it's flannel myself.
Flannel? That's a great word. You've been on EastEnders too long, Larry.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I missed a lot of that because as soon as Cal started describing the game, I had a sort of mental absence. I've done Dictionary Corner quite a lot. And
But you couldn't see me from Dictionary Corner, could you?
No, I couldn't.
Well, what I doubt is whether you would be allowed, when the contestants are trying to work out the maths, to run around the studio getting men to touch your marker pen. Yes, well, so we think it's a lie, I think.
I think we do,
OK.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
OK, Carol, is it truth or is it a lie?
It is true.
Now then.
Oh. And do you know what? It actually is lots of fun. So, you seriously did this?
It was a ritual, and after about 15 years, it gets funny, really, when, you know...
Wow, that's what we're hoping with this show.
And you know, when I was being really cheeky, I'd take the top off, and then they all got dirty fingers.
One of my best friends at school was a little man I'd made from a slice of toast that I always kept in my bag.
OK. Yes, true. Next question.
What was his name?
Tim.
Tim Toast?
In the toast man.
How did you make him?
I cut him. I actually
With
figured
scissors?
him myself.
Scissors or a
certainly-
knife?
Scissors.
Scissors, so you got a piece of toast, brown or white?
Good question.
Brown toast. Was he buttered?
No, he wasn't buttered. That would be stupid, David.
I was thinking maybe you make yourself a piece of toast, you butter it unthinkingly before oh no, that was the one I was going to cut out and make a friend out of. Now, unfortunately, I've buttered my friend, but then my friend will be more buttery, which is... The fats in the butter would help preserve the friend from the mould, which would otherwise develop, which is going to be the central part of my next question. How long did Tim last before he rotted? And what did you feel when you saw Tim, who you'd created,
I stopped listening
rotting?
about 10 minutes ago. What are you asking me?
I'm asking what happened about the rotting of Tim.
I don't remember a rotting.
How old were you when you made Tim?
7 or 8.
And how old were you when you stopped being interested in Tim?
29.
And what did he do, Tim?
Did you never have an imaginary friend? He was just...
This wasn't an imaginary friend. This is a friend that just happens to be made out of a piece of toast.
Did you make him, you know, in your own image?
I do remember designing big legs because I wanted him to be a fast runner like what I was.
Where did Tim sleep?
In the toaster.
I mean, did you take him to bed?
All right, then, David's team, I think you've heard enough.
What do you think, Gloria?
I think it's true. I'd be very happy to make a small piece of toast friend.
I think true.
I don't know, so I'm happy to go with true, yes.
You're saying it's true?
I'm saying it's true.
OK, Miranda, is it true or is it a lie?
It is, in fact...
Well done. It was a lie all along. One of Miranda's best friends at school was not a little man that she'd made from a slice of toast.
Well, it makes sense now.
I have made a CD of the sound of my kettle boiling, and I play it every night to help me get to sleep.
Lee's team, is that possible?
Why would that help you get to sleep?
It reminds me of my grandmother, because we were always caravanning when I was little, and she'd be up later than me, and the kettle would be just boiling on the gas stove, and I could hear that little hiss and whistle and the bubbles.
I had it done for me by the sound people at work.
You
Really?
absolute lie. You're trying to tell us. All I'm picturing is a man now with these big things on, going like that, in 5, 4. Every night, you're lying in bed with your husband trying to get to sleep, and you put the sound of a kettle boiling. And he's all right with that, is he?
I go to bed earlier than he does because I have to get up at 5.
Right.
So, to switch the kettle off.
Have you tried sex?
And plus, when
have you tried sex to get to sleep?
Yeah, because Ken's got a good technique if you want to try it.
What do your kids say about this CD? They think it's weird?
No, they put up with it.
No, you're lying now. Kids think everything is weird. No.
If I'm really, really tired, I'll go upstairs and they will already have put a hot water bottle in the bed and the CD on the thingy.
Oh, goodness, you're just off the scale.
So, Lee, what are you going to say?
I'll say it's a lie.
You're going to say it's a lie? OK, Fern, reveal all.
It's a lie.
I have told my children that every time they lie, a puppy dies somewhere.
Now you've used this line on the children, has it actually stopped them from lying?
Well, it certainly seems to have done.
Yeah.
Because they do care about puppies.
Yes.
It's a bit of a relief, actually, that you're saying that didn't result in your children telling loads and loads of lies and getting excited by the prospect of puppy death. It's heartening on that level.
No,
I don't have sadistic children.
But it's also bad advice, because what if a dog goes to attack them and they tell a lie and the dog still gets them?
Actually, it affects the nearest. The nearest dog will die.
So you just... Well, statistically, you'd hope via osmosis the lie will kill...
Essentially, you tell the lie, dog death spreads out from you till it finds a dog, the dog dies, and then the wave of dog death stops.
Can I just ask Joe, why a puppy and not a kitten?
She's not sick.
It was a difficult decision to make. It was a toss-up between a kitten, a puppy, and their dad. And kind of puppies are the sweetest.
What is your verdict?
My team say true.
You're saying true, yeah? OK, so, Joe, is it true?
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
I have 2 chilies tattooed on my back, but I'm having them covered up because they look like carrots.
Lee's team, what do you think of that faltering delivery?
Well, whereabouts are they on your back?
They're on this side.
I know where the back is.
Sort of down on my shoulder.
When did you have them done?
15, 20 years ago.
Why did you choose the 2 red chilies?
I was in Bali, and we were on an island called Lombok.
We? I don't remember this.
And Lombok...
Just during my drinking phase.
I know you've got tattoos.
What are the other tattoos?
Horns.
Where's that?
On my hips.
One on each side?
Yeah.
What, so your belly button looks like a ram's nose?
Not my belly button.
What?
She said, not my belly button.
Nice.
What can I say?
A bit of sauce from McCall. I like it.
Did you choose chilies so that if a bloke came across them, he'd think, she's hot stuff?
Yeah, well, I would think that if people didn't think they were carrots.
Either that or here's something I don't want in my mouth for too long.
So you were in Bali. Who were you in Bali with?
My boyfriend at the time.
Changed now?
Yeah.
Right.
15 years ago. 15
work
years
out.
ago.
That's fair enough,
So
Lee.
you went...
You're all right with that?
I'm fine with that,
50 years ago.
I'm fine.
Relationships change, you know?
No, I'm starting to dislike you.
What do you reckon?
What do you think, Janet?
Lie.
Fib.
Fib.
Big fib.
Ahmed?
Lie, definitely.
Ahmed says it like he's passing sentence.
I actually think it's true, but my team think it's not true. And who am I to overrule her?
So, Lee, I really do need a...
OK, I'll go with my team and I'll say that that is, in fact, a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. Davina McCall, is it true or is it a lie?
Oh! So sorry. I was just about to support you. Let's have a look, then.
I need somebody to help.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Carrots, well...
Definitely carrots. Very carroty.
I got done.
Yeah.
Give me a moment now just to let the blood come back to my head. Yes, it's true. Davina is having her tattoos of chilies covered up because they look like carrots. Davina was inspired to have the chilies done after a wild holiday in Lombok, Indonesia. Similarly, David has a very striking tattoo on the small of his back of the wonderful Tiverton Steam Museum.
I once stole some toilet paper from George Michael's house.
Lee?
Was it new or used? Was it beside the bed on the floor crumpled up, or was it from a roll?
I'm amazed he has toilet paper in his house, because he's normally at the gents in the park.
Yeah, it was in his house. In the toilet, not in the toilet, like on the roll.
Just what were you doing at George's house?
It was a party. I think it was his birthday.
Were any of his relatives there?
You think it might. Well, I mean, what was the occasion?
Well, it was a party. What do you have parties for?
Well, I have parties for all sorts of reasons.
Well, it was one of those reasons.
All right, then. Why did you steal the paper?
A memento.
How much did you steal, Jamelia? What sort of quantities are we talking about here?
Not like just like a square.
One square?
One square?
And then you did this. That's not a square. That's an oblong.
The toilet paper squares are oblong. You know, they're referred to as squares, but they're not perfect squares at all. They're oblong. They're definitely longer than they are wide.
You're the only person in the world that's noticed that, David. Everyone else goes like that, just that, but not you. I say. Excuse me, darling, pass me the ruler. I think this is actually an oblong, not technically a square. Well, how long ago was it?
A few years.
3, 4 years? Give me some figures.
About 3 or 4 years.
Oh, all right, that's handy.
Jimmy. No further questions, Your Honour. False. I think if you were going to steal something from George Michael's house, you would steal something a bit better than that.
Hey, what do you want? To take a flat-screen TV? I mean, there's taking a memento, and then there's just being a thief.
I think you're edging towards saying it's a lie, I suspect.
I think it's...
Me and Jimmy think it's a lie, but Terry, if you're going to overrule us, then...
No, I'm just going to disagree, and that way I'll look great if you're wrong.
You won't look great.
Fair enough. Hey, what about give them your brutal quipping, not me.
Oh,
I'm on your team.
Right, Jamelia, you're going to have a bit of brutal quipping. Go on, we'll say that's a lie, Jamelia.
OK, so, Jamelia, they're saying it's a lie. Are you telling the truth?
It is true.
It's true. Jamelia did once steal some toilet paper from George Michael's house. I bumped into George Michael in the toilet once. We'd never met before, but he was very friendly.
I have a possession.
Ah, right. Well, then take out the box underneath. That's it. Pop it on the desk.
These are some of the birthday cards that I've posted to my pets.
OK.
Without looking at the cards, can you tell us which...
Oh, no, these are all sent to Sydney. No, hang on a second. That's to Jodie.
Who's Sydney?
Sydney's the dog.
Right. Jodie...
Jodie Marsh lives in a basket under a bed.
Jodie's a rabbit.
Have you always had pets?
Ever since I was a small child. My mum actually ran over a cat once, so we weren't allowed cats after that, but my...
Seems rather unfair. Was she afraid that the cat community would take their revenge? Can we ever look at the cards?
No, you can't. No.
You can look at them if you want to. Chris, would you get them so we can all enjoy your thighs?
Thank you.
Walk across the stage.
You can't read them, you can just look at the front.
You can take them and read them, do whatever you want.
You can't.
Yes, he can.
Touch those cards and you'll be cycling on the other side of your face.
The rules of the game say you can't.
If you think that's going to stop me. You are so mistaken. Give them over. Hand them over.
Gabby, hold on to your principles.
I can't find them.
Cards now. Thank you. Now, it's a shame we had to do that, wasn't it?
We might as well, now we've... Well, this one is to Michael. Is that a pet name for Jodie or Sydney? I don't know. It's sort of, in a way, it's less trivial than the pet's own name. This is to Sherbet.
Why is this one to Sherbet? Because Sydney's real pedigree name is Sherbet Arundai Grunchfeld.
Really? And why didn't you mention that?
Rundai.
Grunchfeld.
That's his official name. Sydney is a nickname, and in an official birthday card, you use a shortening of the official name. Who's Michael?
Michael?
OK, look.
So, Jodie the rabbit does this dance where she goes, oh! And we said, she looks like
So, David, what are you going to say? It's a difficult one.
I just...
It's got to be a lie, surely.
I think we think it's a lie.
We've got to go for a lie.
You're saying lie. OK,
We're
so,
saying it's a
Gabby,
lie, yes.
were you telling the truth or were you telling us a lie?
I was telling a lie.
I have a 3-part ritual I have to adhere to before I go on stage.
David's team, how true is this?
OK, what are the 3 parts?
Firstly, there's a sweet that I have to have before I feel comfortable.
A sweet?
A sweet.
Part 2?
Part 2 is...
I may have to hurry it.
Is putting on a spray. Is spraying me with... so I smell
Insecticide.
nice. I smell nice for the ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
What spray? What spray?
Madame Rochard. Because I'm in Hairspray and she's a woman, and so I put.
So it's a recent thing since you were in Hairspray. Or...
It depends.
It's theme.
A different smell for every thing I do.
What did you do when you were in Cats?
I didn't do Cats.
What's the third part?
And the third part?
Tapping.
Tapping. Tapping.
Tapping.
What do you tap?
Tapping. Parts of my body.
I don't think we need to go any further.
Can you demonstrate?
Yes. You go there, and then you go there, and your hands.
Right, tapping your hands, yeah.
Well, there we are. There are lots of people around the country, just like Michael, who need your help. Please send whatever you can. David's team, what do you think?
This thing about tapping, I know about tapping, and you started doing it correctly and then you stopped because I thought, are you giving too much away if you continue tapping correctly?
But you didn't even do this. This is where doctors do it.
It's probably
not if you have a lung disease.
To be fair, Reece, he's never claimed to be a doctor, I think.
Well, there was the once, but...
That was just to get you to the next stage, wasn't it?
There can't be a perfume for every character you play in musicals.
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
Yeah, but it could
That's
be...
what you're saying.
No, I said for this character. Yeah, you're right.
Madame Rochard, whatever you called yourself. Is it real?
Yeah, but it's not one you'd associate with Hairspray. I'd associate Charlie or something with Hairspray.
He does that in the dressing room as well,
Those were the old days.
My feeling is that it's a lie at the moment.
I think he's telling the truth.
So you're drifting,
When pushed on the
towards
fingers,
a lie?
it was too vague, yes.
Well, it's 2-1. We reckon it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie.
Yeah.
OK, Michael, what is the answer?
It is, in fact, the truth.
So, yes, it's true. Michael does have a 3-part ritual that he has to carry out before going on stage.
I used to put my underpants on my head to cure my acne.
Sounds reasonable enough. David.
Were they on your head like a hat, or were they just covering your face?
No, I only did it at night. I didn't...
Well, you slept?
Yeah.
With like an underpants mask?
Yeah, I'm ashamed to say...
Were these the underpants you'd been wearing the previous day?
No, I'm not a weirdo. I had a system. I was 12, and I really, I was into Nirvana and stuff like that. I didn't want to cut my hair, greasy hair, so I thought, hang on, I can't ask Mum for, like, a hairnet, so I'll just whack some pants on like that, nice and tight, and then I'll sleep, and I'll wake up and it'll be fine.
If the pants were tight around your head, they must have been pretty tight when you wore them as pants.
Must have been.
That's just what I was thinking.
I think that's a bit of a clue.
My waist
face is wider than my cranium.
David, you can't see Daddy. He's all small and withered.
You're saying he tapers to a point?
Yeah, exactly.
And what made you stop?
What happened, I went to the doctors because one of my nipples suddenly went like that and it didn't make that noise. Yeah, and I went there and I was worried I was becoming a woman or something like that. And my mum chose this moment to go, yeah, and he puts pants on his head at night. And I was suddenly going, we weren't going to chat about that. And the doctor said, in no way will that get rid of your acne. So I stopped doing it.
You had acne at 12?
Yeah.
12?
Acne, and you started to get breasts.
Yeah. It was a brutal summer. Brutal.
So if I'd have had breasts at 12, I'd never have left the house.
Only what?
So, David's team.
Well, I think it's plausible, because I've worn pants on my head as well.
Have you?
Yeah.
In what context did you wear pants on your head?
Well, I think possibly when I was, like, looking for something to tie my hair back with.
Actually, Joe, what's that in your hair at the moment? Is that...
Obviously, if I had pants on my head at the moment, they'd be the size of a marquee leaf.
What I like to do every night when I take my pants off, it's a bit of a laugh. As I disrobed, all I've got left now, if you can picture it, is the pants. And what I do is I shimmy them down the length of my legs. First the upper thigh, then they cross past the knee,
roll it down,
down the shin. I extract the left foot.
Rob, we're only human.
And then I go, boom, and I catch them on my head. So, David, what's it going to be?
Well, do you think yes?
Yes. I think we're going to say we think it's true.
You're saying it's true. He actually did it. OK, Russell, is it fact or fiction?
Depressingly, it is true.
3 members of the cabinet subscribe to my Twitter feed.
Please explain for some of the less with it crowd what a Twitter is.
Well, Twitter is a website where you can essentially leave messages of up to 140 characters.
All right. Okay.
And no longer.
OK, Lee's team.
You made it sound so dynamic. I can see why it's so popular.
I can't.
Why did you sign up?
Because someone on it was impersonating me.
What?
Someone on Twitter was pretending to be me and putting messages on it like, going to Peep Show production meeting, everyone there is an arsehole, which I did not wish to be published under my name.
And who are the cabinet ministers?
They are Andy Burnham, the Culture Secretary, Alistair Darling, who is the Chancellor of the Exchequer.
Can you say Exchequer like that again?
Chancellor of the Exchequer. And Alan Johnson.
If this is true, is it any wonder the financial crisis we're in?
How many followers do you have?
About 27,000.
What sort of information would you be giving that's so interesting that they're going to sign up to follow you, of all the people in the country?
I think you can follow more...
That sounded really confrontational.
You really are full of nasty... He's a very popular young man in the current entertainment scene, and a lot of people enjoy his work and they want to get close to him and they follow him.
He's been on Question Time.
He's been on Question Time,
I'm a major political force, Charlie.
Wait, let's have a guess.
It's a lie.
I
That's
think it could be true, actually. I think it could be true.
It's a lie!
If anybody is talking through the internet to cabinet members, it's Dave Mitchell.
He's not talking. I'm on there. He doesn't really say much. Frankly, you're boring on there.
I think it might be true.
Are you saying true?
You can say that if you want to lose the game.
OK, it's a lie. OK. No, I think it's a lie.
Charlie?
It must be a lie. I don't know
absolutely convinced it's a lie.
I think it's true, and I'm going to go with you two, but particularly you, if it goes wrong.
OK, you're saying it's a lie. David, is it true?
It is a lie.
It is a lie. Very big lie. There are not 3 members of the cabinet who subscribe to David's Twitter feed. I, myself, don't get all the fuss about Twitter. I think people have forgotten the simple pleasure of just sitting down and talking to friends on Skype.
I kept my car running for 2 months by cracking an egg into it every day.
David's team, is that possible?
When you say cracking eggs into it, where do you mean in the petrol tank or in the...
In the petrol tank. Oh, you fool. Do you know nothing of cars?
No, not egg-running cars.
Well, if you in a car you have a radiator. If the radiator cracks, all the water comes out.
Yeah.
But, interestingly, if you put an egg in the radiator, it congeals. And it seals the hole in the radiator because the egg cuts and...
So why didn't you go and get it fixed?
Well, that's a good question. You see, Trini, I couldn't afford it. So I thought, it's about 150 quid to get the radiator replaced now. It was my first car. So
the eggs must have cost you 100 quid.
No, they weren't free range, darling. No, I'm talking really cool eggs.
Did you do an egg a day?
Cruel and cheap, they used to be called.
Did you do an egg a day?
I can pump out 50 a day was the advert. Who needs to move his head? That's where the advert... Who needs to move his head? 50 a day, that's me.
So what do you think? Is it true or is it a lie?
Can't be true.
What do you think?
I think it's a lie.
Okay,
lie.
You're saying it's a lie. Lee, tell us the truth.
It is, in fact.
True. Well done. Oh, yes. Very good. It's very, very true indeed. Lee Mack's motto is if there's a job worth doing, it's worth doing haphazardly with some farm produce.
The only concert I have ever been to was by Shirley Bassey.
And where was that?
It was at the bit of Wembley that's not a football stadium, but is nevertheless a very large
the tube station?
No, I think the arena.
The arena.
Mm-hmm.
And who did you go with?
I went with a friend of mine called John.
And what period was this?
It was the 18th century. I think it was about 7 or 8 years ago.
Was she surprisingly good?
She was pretty good. She was incredibly loud.
You don't expect that, do you, at a concert?
Can you remember any of the songs she sang?
I think she sang all the, like, Goldfinch. She definitely sang Diamonds Are Forever as well.
Yeah.
And
I can't help thinking you know nothing about Shirley Bassey, but you've watched a lot of James Bond films.
I can't believe you've never been to a classical concert.
OK.
So what do you think, Lee? It's
well,
it's a curious
I don't
one.
know. I can believe David doesn't strike me as the type of person that
would go to loads of gigs.
Yeah, so it is possible that he's not been to a concert before. It's a lie.
Yeah.
What do you think, Gabby?
He's very clever, though, isn't he?
Well, he's not that clever. I mean, he's... It's all a facade. I'm actually the clever one.
The gut.
This is an act. When we go backstage, I'm like, David, marvellous performance, and he's like, they fell for it again, didn't they? So we're saying...
I think, like you, it's a lie.
OK, my team say it's a lie, so we'll say that that is indeed a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. OK, David, is it true?
It is true.
I can't eat custard creams because they remind me of Spencer Whitfield, who bullied me at school.
David, what did Spencer Whitfield do to you?
He pinned me down with his mates and he force-fed me custard creams.
Why not just beat you up? Why did they want to feed you custard cream? Did you look thin?
The kind of lessons we had was, believe it or not, in secondary school, right, we'll go around the class and you've all got to tell us your favourite biscuit. One you like, one you hate.
And what subject was this?
It was home economics, and...
Did you do A-level home economics?
No, I didn't do A-levels, obviously. Look at me.
What do you think the effect of A-levels on the face are? You can see I've got the scars of A-levels.
The type of school you went to, if you were a boy, you couldn't do home economics, you would have been doing woodwork.
Yeah, no, I think you're mixing me up with the film Kes. Where it was a choice between kestrels and coal. I was allowed to choose home economics.
Why did you choose that subject above kestrels
Do you know
or
why?
coal?
Genuinely, I thought it was about money. I thought I'd learn how to use money in a sensible way. And I got in there, and it was full of the kids that wanted to do cooking and needlecraft.
Who were big bullies.
So, David, what are you going to say?
I don't think it's true, really, but...
No.
You're pretty set on it being a lie. OK, fair enough. Lee, is it true or is it a lie?
It's a lie.
The screensaver on my phone is a photo of my living room carpet.
You've got a mobile phone?
Yeah.
Bloody London for you, eh? Lee, is he telling the truth?
Well, if anyone's capable of this. What colour is the carpet?
Sort of, a very bright beige.
I like the fact that you thought beige might be boring. I'll jazz it up a bit.
Yeah,
Why would you do that? Why would you take a photograph of your carpet?
Well, I've got a mobile phone which is the same model as a phone that many people have.
Yes.
And I needed a way of distinguishing it from other people. You know, might be left at a table in a meeting and then you pick it up and go, oh, yes, I immediately recognise that because it's the one with the carpet.
A beige carpet.
He might have done it once
I know,
a long
he's
time
done
ago.
something on that carpet.
Oh, he hasn't, has he?
Yeah, that's why he's got it on his phone.
Oh, not again! I told you, I'll rub your nose in it!
So you think...
Yeah, I think you've done something.
Right.
You might photograph your carpet, but you wouldn't photograph a beige carpet.
So what are we saying? True or false?
I think it's false.
False.
You're saying it's a lie. OK, so, David, is it true or is it a lie?
It is, in fact, true.
Well, David, the obvious question... Would you please whip it out and let us have a look?
Absolutely. There we go.
Oh, we have a close-up, actually. And there it is. It's true. The screensaver on David's phone is a photo of his living room carpet. It's the first time an Ericsson's got a close-up of a bit of beige carpet since Sven went out with Ulrika. Originally, David had a picture of his bed on his phone, but got embarrassed about his Hannah Montana duvet cover.
Ooh, possession.
Oh, right, you're going to pick the box up then from under the desk?
Well, you say box.
Oh, sorry, the tube, the tube.
Yes. This is my wall map of the UK. I have marked every service station that I have ever visited on it.
Oh, OK.
I can so see him doing that.
Yeah. This from a man who was criticising somebody else for photographing a beige carpet.
Wow.
Sorry, are they little stickers?
Yes.
Sorry?
They're two colours of stickers.
There are two colours of stickers.
What do they represent?
The orange ones. These are the orange ones, orange ones.
Yeah.
And I've also done blue ones.
But why?
Why? So I could differentiate between the two types of service stations.
Why?
I'm about to tell you.
OK, well, come on.
Just give me a second.
Sometimes Lee likes to finish his own sentences, sometimes not.
They are basically two differentiating service stations. I use orange if I am heading north and blue if I'm heading south. Or, if I'm heading west, I also go for blue. In east, I go for orange.
Well, you have headed north a lot more than you've headed west or east. I mean, how did you get back here?
They're actually equal if you count them.
Looks like there are loads more orange. Now, that one in Scotland there, on the top...
I can't believe you know where Scotland is, David. Well done.
Near Inverness, there's one.
That one there?
That one there. Reminisce about that.
Do you know, I will reminisce about that. I went through to the main pasty area, where I ordered my Ginster's pasty, and may I say Aberdeen service station, it was absolutely the perfect temperature. This is really hurting my arm.
OK, you can put it down. One more question, though. One more... Have a look. Yeah, one more question, though.
You don't have to spoil it with the details.
If you want to have a look, they can have a look.
Yeah. Can they?
Yeah.
These are all motorway service.
Yeah. Oh, you're all coming, are you?
Well, you know.
Yeah.
There's an F and an asterisk. What do they denote?
They note fantastic. And the asterisk is... there's not a word. Blows my mind. Blows my mind, the asterisk.
And how many years of touring does this represent?
Oh, it's not just touring. I'll do it when I'm on holiday. I'll do it wherever I go.
You know when you said that there were about the same number of orange and blue? There's 7 blues and 33 oranges.
You're going to be laughing on the other side of your face when in the next round I say I am colourblind.
So, David, it's time to take a guess.
Aberdeen service station doesn't ring true.
It's definitely... I wonder, with the Aberdeen one, that's right outside Aberdeen. So you stopped at a service station about 6 minutes after departing.
If it's on empty, I stop and fill it up.
Certainly,
Which 33 times out of 40 happens when heading north.
Yes, it's uphill.
You could... Lie.
You're saying lie quite conclusively. Lee, is it the truth or is it, in fact, a lie?
It is, in fact, a lie.
No.
It's a lie. That's not...
Can I just say to the idiots that come up with these questions, as if it's not hard enough that I put little stickers on a map because I fill up and I like to... They'll think, oh, no, how can we make it more harder? Well, I have 4 of them with blue on, 1 with an F, and 1 with a bloody asterisk. How the hell am I supposed to do that?
It's really difficult.
Just say, why don't you just stick one in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean?
Ah, well, you have to reach under your desk and lift out your box.
OK.
Yeah?
This is a letter rejecting me from a job at McDonald's.
Lee, what do you reckon?
Could you read it out to us, please, David?
Reference CM1156/P. Dear David, thank you for your recent application to work at the Abingdon branch. Unfortunately, at this time, your application has not been successful. Thank you for your interest in our company. Yours sincerely, Martin Danks.
And when was it dated, please?
It's dated the 19th of July, 1990.
And you will have been...
I will have been...
mortified.
Yes. I never really bounced back from that. I would have been just 16.
Does that add up, Carol?
He's 52.
At heart, yes.
I don't want to bring back unhappy memories for you, but what did you feel you could have brought to the company?
A certain nervous energy. A culinary snobbishness that is lacking in the company. A fear of interacting with customers. And an equal fear of frying chips.
I think Dave could have closed them down just by having people come and go, "Give us a burger." "You don't want a burger, my friend."
I would not at that age have had the confidence to refer to someone as my friend in that way. Why? Don't look at my face.
What do you think, Carol?
I don't think... No, I think it's a lie, but I don't want to sway you on this, because we need the points.
I reckon he's kept it. He's a peculiar mystery. Look at him.
This is why I don't like people looking at my face.
So, Lee, you're saying...
I have to say that I think that's probably...
True, it's true, it's true, it's true.
It's a lie.
I say it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie? OK, David, time to own up.
It is, in fact, a lie.
Nice work, nice work.
It's a lie. Because David has never even been to McDonald's, although he was...
Of course I've been to McDonald's.
What's the best thing that the next joke is? He went to visit Lee.
Can I please be allowed to read the auto-cue joke?
Okay.
David has never even been, although he was once mildly tempted to pop in and sample their short-lived McPheasant zinger.
Excellent. Good work.
Now characterising you as...
the joke computer.
Next, Lee.
I once picked up a hitchhiker and scared him so much he cried.
David, do you believe him?
Where were you driving?
I was going from, I think it was from round Norwich area, somewhere there.
Round Norwich to...
I presume somewhere between Norwich and Yarmouth.
How did you scare him?
What happened was we were driving along. He got in the car and he said... the first thing
you
he said...
were driving along and he got in the car. Well, that's already dangerous. He was sort of running to keep up.
Yeah. It was an ice cream van. I sort of grabbed him by the hair and pulled him in.
Yeah.
That's how I used to get them. And my car used to have problems because it was a problem car. And I pulled over, right? I pulled over and I went round the back because I used to have to hit the engine to get it going again. And it all went wrong and we pulled over. So I said, I'm just getting in the back because I need to get a hammer to give it a whack. And as I went back, I said, I thought it'd be funny to say, don't worry, I'm not going to kill you. So I went round the back of the van and got a hammer out, went back to the front, and as I was walking past to the front of the car with the engine lifts, I looked in like that, and I just saw him go like that, and he just wiped a small tear from his eye, because I think he genuinely thought, I'm going to kill him, and he was a bit worried.
He cried? That's a very odd response to immediate mortal danger. to just slightly well up. That's more of I call that a more end of the It's a Wonderful Life reaction. Oh dear, I am to die, it appears. Rather than, oh,
get out of the car, run! But just notice a slight welling up. Ah, well, all things come to an end.
David, what do you reckon, then?
I think the stuff about like, having a dodgy car that he has to hit in a certain way with a hammer to get it going, I think that side of it...
Well, let's just leave it at that, then.
That's the bit of it that doesn't ring true to me.
Flannel. Larry, what do you say? I mean, you've got a good flannel detector. Would you?
I think it is. I think it's flannel.
I think, well, I actually think it might be slightly true, but I'm going to go... I'm not convinced it's true, so I'm going to go with the team, and we'll say it's a lie.
Not going to rock the boat.
No.
OK. Lee Mack.
I say that it is indeed the truth.
It's true. Lee did once pick up a hitchhiker and scared him so much that he cried. Even Lee now admits it probably wasn't a good idea to shut him in the boot with the other hitchhikers.
For 6 years, I pretended to a girlfriend that I was partially deaf.
Seems reasonable enough. David's team, what do you think?
After how many years of going out with her did this start?
Shamefully quickly.
Was by pretending to be partially deaf how you clinched the deal early on?
Are you saying I have to use pity to attract people?
I'm saying you might have used pity.
I'm not above it.
Did she have a very irritating habit that precipitated your going deaf?
Yes, talking. She was talking about something that was very important to her, some emotional thing.
Right.
And she said you weren't listening to me and got very upset, started crying, and so I thought I'll lie and tell her I'm deaf in one ear. Which I did.
And at that point, what you're saying to her is, I didn't hear anything because I'm deaf in one ear. I thought we were sitting together in silence. That's what I thought was happening.
No, I had my attention taken up with something else, and I said it apologetically.
Stroking his guide dog. Well, that's what he called it, anyway.
Did you elaborate on why you were deaf in the ear after you had to go? What was your reason?
I said that when I was a child, I had nearly drowned when I was like 4 in a swimming pool, and this had left me deaf in one ear. I clearly tried shaking my head, and I felt quite bad because I told the lie early on, and then I had to maintain it.
So did you tell her ever after the 6 years, or did the relationship just break up and you never told her?
I never told her.
Right.
I didn't tell her. I wrote about it in a newspaper column.
That's nice.
Because she's a Geordie, they're robust.
Actually, to be fair, now that adds credence to the fact he didn't want to hear her, so...
I'm just trying to put myself in the position of that woman. 6 years! You've lied. You've lied to me.
A big lie.
It's quite a big lie.
You'd be surprised how often it doesn't come up.
Now that's a big lie.
And the advantage is, after telling that lie, half the times it comes up, you can pretend you haven't heard. So what do you think? So you think it's...
a lie.
You think it's a lie?
Horrifically, I think it's true.
I think it might be true.
You think it's true? Charlie, is it truth or lie?
It's true.
Everything that you just told us is true.
Yes, I'm afraid. I'm afraid it is. And it was terrible. It was such a burden.
Oh, poor you! Yeah.
The first time I introduced her to my parents, we're going down to meet them on the train. I suddenly thought, oh, God, she's going to mention the... And so I had to turn round to her and say, don't bring it up, my mother blames herself. And... I didn't want to lose her. I was desperate. Having told this terrible lie, I was locked into it. I daren't tell her I was going to... Can't you see that... Don't you find that moving? You, cold-hearted monster!
I'm not having this! You can't call us cold-hearted. You've lived
People
a
make
6 year
mistakes, David!
Yes, and for which they must be punished!
I always throw the first and last biscuit in a packet away without eating it.
Why?
Because the one at the top, it started when the one at the top is crumbly, so I used to throw that. Often it's got crust. and then I can't explain why the bottom one.
Do you mean you throw the bottom one away before you start eating them, or just when you get to the bottom one you throw it away?
All right, here's the packet of biscuits, OK? Take the top off with the little bit of stringy kind of wrapping.
Which actually reveals sort of 2 or 3
2 or 3 come away in it, in a quite a satisfying motion. The third one is normally relatively unscathed by its experiences during transit.
Which are we talking about?
I take those... Let me talk. I take them out... Suddenly I'm on Bill Turnbull's side. I take them out. The top biscuit is often damaged. I discard it. I then take...
Discard it, what, throw it away?
Throw it away in the bin, in the bin.
Waste it?
Or leave it, or for the dog. I'll put it on the floor in the kitchen. Then, at the bottom, because I'm taking them out to put them in the biscuit jar...
Have you got a dog?
Yes, I have.
Ben, he's not going to say no now. He's quite good at this.
I've got a black lab.
Oh, very good.
Have you?
So, where you do black experiments.
Then take the biscuits. I'm getting them out to put them into the clear Perspex Kellner jar, whatever it's called.
If you're worried about biscuits getting crushed and misshapen and crumbly, why do you put them in a biscuit jar?
Well, that's the safest place.
No, it's not. A packet is like a car park for biscuits. It's all perfectly, isn't it? If you put them in a jar, you're going to get exactly the kind of problem you're trying to avoid.
You think I'm putting them in the jar like this. I give my wife the jar at one end of the room. I then stand at the other end and go, are you ready? That's not how I put them in here.
You take them out one by one and carefully place them in the bottom of the jar like a maniac.
No, David, I take them out and I slide them into the jar and they rest happily.
What biscuits are they?
Chocolate hobnobs, or ideally, the ones I don't have to do it with, because I only do it with the ones you take out, is the chocolate Leibniz, because they come in a box. They're usually unscathed.
You've just said that you give chocolate hobnobs to your dog. Chocolate is poisonous to dogs.
Have you not met his dog?
Well, now you mentioned he wasn't a black lab when we got him. He was a golden retriever.
So just to absolutely establish, you're taking out the biscuit, you're discarding it because it's crumbled. If it's not crumbled, you'll tend to throw it away, but not always. Then you'll slide them out like some sort of magician on your hand like that. You'll get the jar, you'll insert them in, unless it's a Leibniz, whatever the bloody hell they are. They go in, it comes off, there's one left, it's not damaged, give it to the dog that used to be brown that's now black. That is what you're telling us is what's happening in your house. You're mental, of course it's true. You think that's a lie?
I think it's a lie.
You're going to say lie?
Yeah. Go on then, I'll join my team, say that's a lie.
Yeah? Lie. David?
Oh, yes, I think I can believe it.
Yes, I don't like the broken biscuits on the end.
Yeah. So what are you saying?
So we'll say true.
You're saying true, right. Yeah. You say true, you say lie. Well, it's actually a lie. Kevin, you're next.
I once accidentally bought a horse.
Sorry? You bought a what?
A horse.
A horse? Sorry, I missed the S.
You claim that you once accidentally bought a horse, am I right?
You're right.
Right, fine, we're all clear. Under what circumstances? What did you think you were buying?
I never thought I was buying anything. I thought I was renting.
Renting a horse?
Yes.
Right. So you paid to rent a horse, and then at the end, when you tried to return the horse, they said, what the hell are you doing? I've been trying to get rid of Psycho for years.
That's pretty much it.
How long had you imagined that you were going to rent it for?
We thought we were going to rent it for like 25 minutes.
And did they charge you?
It was in Bulgaria. On holiday.
OK, so what did it cost in local Bulgarian currency?
What is the local Bulgarian currency?
It was 200 lev. Lev, L-E-V. I don't know how you pronounce it, but lev.
200 lev.
200
how
Bulgarian.
much is that in sterling, roughly?
Roughly, I think
at the time.
At the time, I think it was at £90. So we thought it was a good deal.
£90 for 25 minutes?
For 25 minutes on a horse.
But you said we thought we were going to rent it for 25 minutes.
There was me and my friend.
So you were
going to... It was a lad's holiday, we were 18, we thought we'll go horse riding.
In Bulgaria?
In Bulgaria.
question the odd sort of time slots they were going for? I've never been pony trekking, but I imagine they sort of rent you the horse for perhaps a couple of hours. Or at least a solid half hour.
You get 25 minutes and then the horse needs a break for 5 minutes and then somebody else
you keep the horse forever.
Well, I never knew that.
What happened when you tried to take it back?
The guy explained to us that the guy was gone. The guy...
Never say the phrase on this game. The guy explained to us that he'd gone.
Well, there was two.
Never say that.
There was two different guys. There was two guys.
Go through me if you want to speak to my client.
There was Guy A. Guy A.
That's a Bulgarian name.
It's very well known. The most famous Bulgarian name.
Guy Dimitri. I think that... No, Guy A. And Guy B. Right? We thought we were going horse riding and we were heading towards the place where you actually hire the horse.
Stables.
The official... the stables, right?
Honestly, I think he's making it up and I'm on his team.
Bit of patience, Brian, come on. Right. We met a guy on the way who had a horse and we thought he was doing that thing in Asda when you've got a shopping trolley and you're taking it back and somebody else needs a trolley and you say, oh, do you want this one? So we thought the guy was saying...
I don't need to go all the way to the actual stable. I'm from the stable, so just hire this horse.
That's what the guy said?
Yeah.
So we thought, all right, there was a bit of a communication breakdown. There was a Bulgarian guy trying to speak English and two Scottish guys trying to speak English. So we thought the guy had gave us the horse to ride and come back in 25 minutes.
Were you not surprised? I mean, I've never been on holiday to Bulgaria, but I imagine that things would be a bit cheaper in Bulgaria than in Britain. Were you not surprised that it cost you the equivalent of £90 to hire a horse for 25 minutes?
It was 25 minutes each, so it was two of us.
Yeah. Right.
So we chipped in for a horse. For 25 minutes each.
But still, even if you thought you were going to get 25 minutes each, that's a lot, isn't it?
Oh, it's an hour. You need to give the horse a break, as I said.
Let's forget about the 25 minutes.
Just forget about the horse.
Forget about the horse.
That's absolutely, obviously bullshit. You take the horse back. Guy B, who's the guy you met on the way to the stables...
He's gone.
He's gone. No sign of him.
No, he's gone.
So you say to Guy A, well, we hired this as part of your not bothering to actually go to the stables but getting it a few hundred yards away scheme. We hired this horse for 25 minutes at an extortionate rate. Nevertheless, here it is. And what did he say?
We went back to the place where we picked up the horse.
Oh, so not to the stable?
No.
But to the random
We never got
point in the road? 100 yards from the stable, thinking bewilderedly, where has the mysterious man gone? I would have thought that logically, when you were returning, having thought that it had come from the stable, but you'd been lucky not to have to walk to the stable before hiring it, you might nevertheless have thought, well, the stable's where it's got to go back to, rather than, well, Sodom, this is where we picked it up from, I'm not actually taking the stable. I'm going to stand here, 300 yards away from the stable, go, come over here! Come and get your own horse! At which point locals start waving, go, no, you keep.
Kevin, look at me. You're taking the horse back.
Look at me.
What happened next?
Come on, Kevin. Come on.
Right. So where are we taking off from?
You're taking the horse back.
Let's go back to the start.
Kevin Bridges, for the love of God, please tell us what happened.
Right. We bought a horse. We thought we'd rented the horse. We'd done the horse riding, took it back to the initial place we picked up the horse.
Yes.
Locals explained we'd went to a counterfeit horse guy. It wasn't the official horse riding stable.
This was a counterfeit horse. This wasn't a genuine horse. This was maybe two guys in a costume.
That would explain the 25 minutes.
Yeah.
I can't only do 25 minutes.
The giveaway was after 25 minutes, I won't win. Right, let's crack on, lads.
So, David's team. What do you think? Truth or lie?
mean, the trouble with this game is it plays tricks with your mind. But I don't think it's true. You don't really.
It's got to be.
It's got to be a lie.
Got to be a lie.
Yeah, it's saying it's a lie. Right, so here we go. This really is.
Here's the moment.
This is more than any other episode I've done of this show. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Kevin Bridges, is it true or is it a lie?
It's true.
Unbelievable.
I developed a word association system to remember people's names, but gave it up when it backfired on me.
David.
What was the word association system?
That I developed?
To help remember people's names.
It was
Jack, you've just got a bit of fluff on you.
Thank you very much.
Keep thinking.
What I do is I attach a quality to someone and then try and relate that quality to the person's name.
So, just for example,
so
what would that be?
So Jason Manford. If I think Jason and the Argonauts, and that would perhaps, and then next time I see you, I'll think. Argonauts will make me think of Jason.
What's Argonaut like about Jason?
For instance, Jason the Argonauts, I might therefore J and Argonaut gives me Juggernaut.
Right.
And you look to me like a lorry driver.
Right.
So therefore I would think lorry driver Jason.
And then when you next meet him, you say, "Hi Yorkie, how are you?"
It has been known to backfire.
Which is where we come to the hilarious backfiring anecdote.
Oh, that was a bad one.
Yeah.
We met someone on holiday, and his name was Charles, and he wore very big sunglasses, like only a blind person would wear. And so I thought, that's brilliant, Ray Charles, because I will remember. I remember from the sunglasses, and therefore I will get Charles. And then so next year when we go, I can confidently say, "Hello, Charles." But it didn't work because 12 months later, and you've slightly forgotten what you'd set up as a system. So he walks in, I go, "Hello, Stevie."
Where did you meet him? Where was it?
On the holiday.
Where was it?
In Holidayville.
Yeah.
Just in Dorset. It was in Dorset.
And what? So you were in a pub. You were in a pub, and he walked over, and you went, "Stevie."
He came out. Yeah, it was the following year, and I saw him again.
Did he live round there?
Where were you sat?
No, he was a fellow holiday maker.
So, and you developed a sort of mild acquaintanceship with a man whose name you could barely remember, but planned to holiday with him again.
No, there was no plan involved, David. We didn't get together and say, "Are you going to be here next year?" "Yes, are you?"
But you obviously thought it was a possibility, because you already had a plan for remembering his name.
I perhaps didn't explain correctly that I'd seen him the previous year at the same place and not known his name.
So now it's 3 years on the...
So for 3 years, you and Charles holidayed with metronomic regularity at the same place in Dorset. You kind of escaped the man.
Well, that's not so unusual. People tend to frequent the same place for holiday.
Year one, you see him, but you don't exchange names. And in year two, you learn his name.
To clarify this point, year one, there's no reason why I would know his name, because I hadn't been introduced to him.
No. There's no reason for you to know his name at all.
Year two, I had forgotten his name, but endeavoured to remember it for the third year.
Right. All right, David. Is that the truth, or is it part of Jack's impish sense of fun and a lie?
I think it's the truth.
Do you? I think it's a lie.
I think it's true. I think I'm going to go for true.
Fine, that's all right.
You know.
You're saying true?
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's the team decision. OK. Jack D.
It was true.
Oh,
hey.
That's me. Very good, well done. Don't believe me.
It's true. Jack did develop a word association system to remember people's names, but gave it up when it backfired on him.
Right. I always test the temperature of my bath with my ear.
There we are, Lee.
What's wrong with the conventional elbow?
Well, two things, Hugh. Firstly, it amuses me to test it with my ear. And secondly, I'm a big fan of the bath, and I like to get it right, and I think it's more sensitive. I sometimes test the heat of food by my ear as well.
Could you mime the process of how you put your ear in the bath?
No, it's simply a question of kneeling at the bath, and then I have quite high baths.
How high from the top would you say the water goes?
Well, probably about that much.
Right, so you're kneeling down. Kneeling down,
Yeah.
and then
you can bend away all the way over to get your ear in the bath without...
Look, I'm quite tall, and I just get there quite
bendy as well.
I'm bendy. Hi.
Can I just
I'm
add
tall
some,
and bendy.
add some credibility?
This is when you put my mobile number at the bottom of the screen.
So, I'm guessing like most normal people, you like a little bit of bubble bath and stuff. So you're basically leaning over, you're going in headfirst through the bubble bath. You're going through it, wait. And then suddenly, you've hit it. Oops, it's a bit hot. You've come up. Your face is full of suds. Yeah. And you go, well, I'll add a bit more coal to that. And then you sit there and wait with your frothy face. Is that what we're expected to believe?
Lee, do you usually have a bubble bath? I didn't have you down as a bubble bath type.
To be fair, Dave, you probably didn't have me down as a bath type.
I can tell you that he's got an open fire in his bathroom.
Yes.
Really?
And sometimes Miranda will come round and I'll say to Miranda, I'm not sure if that fire's too hot. And she will...
Do you have one ear that's more sensitive than the other? Is it the left, right, always the left, right, always the right?
Always has to be the left because of where the bath is.
Are you right-handed?
Yes.
That'll make sense, you see.
Do you face away from the tap?
I'm left-handed, and I would go in with the right ear, you see.
I'm right-handed, but I would go with my right ear because of the way my bathroom is. To go with my left ear, I'd have to be turning my back to the taps when I did it, and I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. I want to be able to see that, because ultimately the taps are responsible for the temperature, so I want to be able to look them in the eye while I judge what they've done.
You know those taps haven't actually got eyes, that's your reflection, don't you?
Yeah, no, I know.
What are you going to say on this one, Lee? What are you thinking? Is she telling the truth?
Honestly, Lee, the physics of this are all wrong. If you're kneeling, it's your hips that you bend from. Otherwise, your whole spine would have to be able to go over at 90 degrees.
No, because it's genuinely really easy to do.
Can you just kneel down and show us roughly how it works?
It's literally... So say the bath is...
Can I be the bath?
Where's... Use the bath. Just say this is the water. That's quite low down.
That's convenient, isn't it? That perfect height.
No, but it's not.
I can adjust it. I'll be the bath. There's the water. Oh, a bit of ear. Got me.
That was very well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
OK, Lee.
What's your answer?
Do you know what? Until she did that, I didn't believe it, and now I do.
I do as well now. What do you think, Rufus?
Yeah. Still think it's a lie.
Do you? Ooh, I'll go with you and say that's true.
True. OK. Miranda, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
It was a lie.
It's a lie. Miranda does not test the temperature of her bath with her ear.
I once had to ask Michael Winner to calm down after I crashed into his car.
David.
Right. Was this... At the time when you asked him to calm down, had his brilliant eShore campaign already hit our screens and so, you know, seemed like an apposite thing to say? Or was this years ago and angrier Michael Winner, who still had a film career?
I think it was before the adverts.
Right, so maybe that's what gave him the idea.
Quite possibly.
What car was he driving?
He was driving a Bentley.
What colour?
I don't know, it was dark.
Well, it was at night or it was a dark Bentley?
Both. It was dark, that's why it blended in.
Right.
That's why I hit him.
Are you sure he had a car at all?
Well, you mean I just hit him up the arm?
Well, he was once a very large man.
What was your car?
I was in a Vauxhall Cavalier.
And where did the crash happen?
Yes.
It was Kensington High Street in London.
Who was in the car with him?
No one, I think.
He was driving himself?
He was driving himself, yeah.
Describe the whole incident.
It was raining and it was dark and I braked, and the guy in front of me braked very suddenly, and I went into the back of him.
So you both get out of the car. At this point, you're presumably quite surprised to see that it's Michael Winner.
I started laughing.
Right. Yeah, what was his response?
He said, that bump is about £1,000. Then Michael Winner got out of the car. He said, I agree with the first chap. I started laughing, and he just said, this isn't very funny. And I said, I think it is.
Did you exchange all the details?
I think I gave him my details. I don't think he gave
Did you include the OBE in your details?
Didn't have one at the time.
This was pre-decoration.
Was it this incident that led to your being awarded the OBE? Because I think he should have got a knighthood.
Well...
you have to kill him for that.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't have a passenger with him, because he's very friendly with Michael Caine. I was driving down the road when we felt a prang in the arse. I looked around. Who do you bloody think it was? Only Sanjeev Bhaskar, pre-decoration. What do you think, David's team?
Michael Winner does have a driver. Always talks about the driver in his reviews.
Well, you think it's true.
Well, I'm so gullible. I think, yes. Oh, did it? Oh, really?
You think it's
well,
a
it
lie.
happened.
It's a lie.
There's something about that he would have a chauffeur or someone else in the car. So, on the basis I have the casting vote, I'm going to say lie.
Saying that it's a lie.
Yeah.
OK. Sanjeev Bhaskar, OBE. Are you telling the truth or telling a lie?
I'm telling the truth.
Whoa. Yes. It's true. Sanjeev did once have to ask Michael Winner to calm down after he crashed into his car. It was a serious accident, but a couple of good panel beaters and some light touching up, and Michael looked as good as new.
I recite my times tables every night before bed.
Why?
Because I've always been rubbish at maths. It just doesn't go in my head. My brain doesn't compute that way. And I can learn loads and loads of lines if I'm acting, but I've never been able to get my times tables in. And I thought, before I die, I want to be able to do my times tables. And also, when you go to a sale and you go shopping, when it says 75% off a dress or 40%, I can't work that out. I know it's thick and I feel embarrassed because I'm sitting next to you and you've got a degree.
I'm a famous mathematician. I'm actually, my secret identity is percentage man.
But I thought, I don't want to die and not be able to do my times tables.
Could you recite them now, then?
Before I go to bed, my husband lies next to me and I say, I do them, and then I say,
It's
right,
nice to see the
fire them
romance,
at
isn't
me.
it? I tell you what, dear, it's cold in the valleys, isn't it? Don't worry, I've got a game that'll cheer us up. What do you start? What's the first one? It's not your 2 times table, is it?
Yeah,
oh
it
my
is.
goodness.
I've gone as far as about my 6, and I get to 7. Don't go in.
What's 7 times 5?
I'm gonna. Oh God, this is so embarrassing.
35.
35. That is why I'm doing it. That's why I'm learning them.
Yeah, but you might have dyscalculus, like me, so you're not thick.
Have what?
Dyscalculus, same as dyslexia, so that's what I've got.
Oh, yeah, right.
That is.
I've got shorterless.
Well, that's true.
Don't you come round here giving it any of that, sweetheart. You'll be barred from this bloody pub, all right?
But that is true, you might have that. You're not thick.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
only kids watching, you're not thick if you can't add up.
Well, you're a bit thick, aren't you?
Well, I mean, it's a bit late, isn't it?
You're not bright, let's put it like that.
Do you do it every single night without fail? Even if you come in really pissed, you still do it? You're getting on the times table?
Yeah, I still try to do it, yeah.
Oh, my God, if there's a dress for 80 quid and it says 50% off, will you struggle?
Right, well, this is right. No, that would be £40, wouldn't it? Yeah. But I've got to check with you when I say it. I can't just say straight off.
What I often find, actually, is in shops, when they take a percentage off the original price, they will also tell you the subsequent price. It's quite a minority creative shops make you work it out. If you get it wrong, that's what you pay. Even if it's less than they wanted to charge. They go, I hope we don't get one of those dyscalculus people in. I thought it was 50p. Had to sell it to me.
So, Lee, what are you going to say? Is she telling the truth?
What have you cracked? Which one do you think you've...
I've cracked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Do you mean you've learned how to count? OK, you've cracked the ones, the twos.
And I cracked 7 the other night.
Right, give us the 7 times table.
But I can't do it now, I can't remember it. 1 7 is 7. Oh, it's awful. This is like my worst nightmare. 1 7 is 7, 2 7 to 14, 3 7 to 21, 4 7 to 28, 5 7s, now this is where it all fell. 5 7 to 35, 6 7 to 42, 7 7 to 40, right, this is 49, 8 7 to 54, 52.
Higher.
56.
Okay.
What was that? 9 7 to 56, 10 7 to 70, 11 7 to 77, 12 7 to 84, 88, 92.
Right, so...
Don't talk! It's not the Jeremy Kyle show! It's 7 times table!
I think this could be a cracking new round.
Lee, is it the truth?
I think it's a lie.
Why do you think it's a lie?
Why would anybody do that at night? That's the last thing you need before you go to bed.
I think it's true.
Patsy thinks it's true.
Patsy's going to stick on true.
We'll go with Patsy, though.
All right, then, so, Joe, truth or lie?
That is true.
Yes, it's true. Actually, Joe, I've got a mental arithmetic problem for you. If you take one husband and recite multiplication tables at him 7 nights a week, how many divorce lawyers will he need?
Right. I once undertook a self-help course entitled How to Become Taller.
Very hurtful, that laughter, I thought, Ronnie. Very hurtful.
Was it a step-by-step guide?
It was. No, it was a little routine I had to perform every morning against the wall, stretching up, and with a pin in the wall.
Oh, it was literally taller, not just to make you feel
Oh, no, to
confident.
really make me
This is
taller.
going to make you taller.
I'm talking about the real business, making me taller. And saying every day, and in every way, I'm getting taller and taller.
Can I ask you a question? Did you keep the receipt?
Was this done once you were of maturity, or was it when you were an adolescent and still possibly might grow?
I was about sort of 14 or 15.
Oh,
yes,
right.
And it was bought by my aunt,
right,
who was perhaps more worried about my size than I was.
Yeah.
And so she subscribed to it.
How tall were you at 14?
A little bit taller than I am now, actually.
This is a great book you bought, isn't it?
But surely at 15 you can still have a growth spurt. Like, Julian, you're pretty tall. Like, how old were you when you reached the height you are now?
Well, I shot up when I was 15.
Were you doing a self-help?
Slow.
Were you older than 15 when you were...
I was about 18, I suppose.
So to worry about your nephew not being tall at 14 or 15, that's quite premature to get concerned about someone's height.
But boys do usually shoot up at about 14 or 15, don't they?
I never shot up. My parents kept telling me about my cousin Gethin, who he shot up when he was 22, he got ages yet. And
yeah.
it was I peaked at a very disappointing 5'7", which is...
I can't believe in front of Ronnie you're saying a very disappointing...
I was about to say.
His feelings!
I know. It's so upsetting. It's even more upsetting. When did you get out of short trousers into long trousers?
Oh, what time is it now? So what do you think? Is Ronnie telling the truth?
In the context of, what was that, the 40s, when you were a teenager?
The 1944, 42,
yeah.
Right. 41, 42.
Sort of
I
thing
don't think
might
people
have
have money
believed,
to spend on self-help books. During the war, they're not going to spend time worrying about how tall people are.
Well, you think that'd be the time
exactly when you worry about we need to be taller than the enemy.
Having said that, would have been made you grow an extra 6 inches, sent you in the war, got in the trench, and your head was sticking out. Very annoying, wasn't it?
Now, you've got to get a grip here, Lee, and make a decision.
I think we should go for... You're saying truth. Holly, how sure are you?
I'm definitely sure you're not... That's not true. I'm sure... I don't know.
Yeah, you've answered the question, sweetheart. I'll go with Julian.
OK, you're saying it's true. So, Ronnie Corbett, is it the truth, or were you telling a lie?
It is the truth.
It's true. Ronnie did once undertake a self-help course entitled How to Become Taller. Of course, lacking height is no obstacle to success. I can think of loads of short people who've become household names. There's Ronnie, of course, and then there's Sleepy, Grumpy, Happy, Dozy, Sneezy, Ant and Deck.
In my garden, I have a life-size statue of myself astride a unicorn.
Seems reasonable enough, David.
Where'd you get one? I mean,
it was
I
a
want
prop
one.
from a show. A prop from a show I did. It's not made of stone, it's made from polystyrene or something, but it's been painted. It's a bit weather-worn now.
And what was the show?
It was it was a New Year's Eve thing for Channel 4, Hello 1993 or something.
Well, why did Hello 1993 need a statue of you on a unicorn?
Well, it was the 90s.
You touch it up every now and again, every spring, give it a repaint, or...
I have a man for that sort of thing.
Oh, right.
You don't have to touch up its horn yourself?
No.
Did you ask for the unicorn, or was that forced on you?
Well, it was part of the set. You know, like you have these sort of bumper car things for this set.
Yes, I see that.
When this comes to an end, you may want to take one of those home. Same.
I'd like to have this in my house, and I'd like to address my wife from it every night. On to round 3, foreplay, and if you get through that, who knows what might happen. So it's in the garden. Is it part of a water feature? Is it on a lawn?
It's on a plinth, on a a few bricks.
A few bricks.
Which is it? A plinth or a few bricks? Because when cars have had their wheels taken, they don't say, "Oh, look, that car's on a plinth."
Well, I call it a plinth.
How nice.
What do you think then, David?
Yes, what do you think, Ronnie?
I think it might be a lie.
Really?
Would it be in the garden for this long, I asked myself.
Well, it could... I mean, it could be in a bit of a state.
Seriously dilapidated.
Yeah. A sort of a decaying image of yourself on you. That'd be quite a reminder of your own mortality on top of a mythical beast.
I have a similar thing in my house. It's called a mirror. So what are you going to say, David?
I think it's true. I thought it was true from the first time we said it. I didn't need any backup.
You think it's a lie?
I think it's true.
I think it's a lie.
Well, I think on balance, I think it's true.
OK, David's saying it's true. Julian, were you telling the truth, or were you telling a lie?
It was a lie.
Oh. Yes, it's a lie. Julian doesn't have a life-size statue of himself astride a unicorn in his garden. The traditional method for hunting a unicorn is for a fair maiden to sit alone upon the grass, and after a time the unicorn will approach. This is also the traditional method for catching flashers.
I have actually been fired by Alan Sugar.
Oh, there we are.
Right, OK. So why were you working for Alan Sugar?
I wasn't directly working for him. I was working for a catering company when I first left drama school, like a lot of good drama students, black trousers, white shirt, handing round the drinks and the canapes, and I turned too quickly and knocked 3 glasses of red wine, I remember everything, 2 glasses of white wine and 4 canapes down a lady's top.
And the lady was?
Angry.
Cross. I had no idea who he was until years later when I saw him on the telly, and I thought, that's the... who fired me.
So was he standing next to
Yes, it was his do. He was the host of the do, and I was summarily dispensed with.
Dispensed of or disposed with?
Dispersed.
Yeah.
Tossed off.
Thank you.
What's the name of the catering company?
Oh, God, Mayflower. Well done.
You were the one that remembered it.
Yes, I know.
It's good that he can pat himself on the back of it. Yeah. Well done.
It was
Martin
a long time ago.
Well done. Yes. This is where I live. Well done.
So what? So she was cross. He was standing next
to be honest,
her.
she was just wet and dirty, as I remember. But he was. No, she was just busy with dealing with, worrying about her clothes, and his summary firing of me was a sort of display for her benefit as much as anything.
So he was right there, and he did it himself.
Yes.
And
Did
what
he use his catchphrase? He's a
catchphrase?
lovely man.
You're fired. Did he do that?
You're thinking of Rocky Balboa, I think, aren't you?
You fired. You fired, Edwin. You fired.
Please, that's a very good Rocky Balboa, but doesn't he really sound a bit more like this? Hello, very much. Hello, time.
What did he actually say to
Oh
you?
God, I can't remember. There was anger, there was shouting. He didn't swear, but he made me look stupid. But cunningly, I already looked stupid. So I thought it didn't really hurt.
Right, David.
I think Mayflower sounds very much like a sort of outside catering company.
But do you think that if you're the guest who's been spilt all over, wet and dirty, that he would have turned round and said, "You're fired"?
It's a very nasty thing to do, because it's only an accident.
And you were 20.
You were full of apologies at this
Of course
moment.
I was full of apologies. I had some spillage on me, but I didn't, bang on
Didn't
about
blame
that.
her. That was probably a wise course not to go, what are you doing, you stupid bitch? Standing right in my way!
He's telling the truth.
You think he's telling the truth?
I think he is telling the truth.
What do you
But
think?
he is a
That's-
brilliant actor.
Thank you.
Well, he's
You
an
are.
actor. I mean, with the greatest respect, we're not talking about Robert De Niro, are we? It's Martin Clunes. I mean...
Is he going to do Robert De Niro now?
I can't do him.
Go on, have a stab.
That's all I can do.
That was a monkey. Robert De Niro as a monkey. He's very versatile. He could do a monkey that well.
What's that? Al Pacino? OK. Tom
Like
Jones?
Robert De Niro, that, isn't it, with longer arms?
No, Al Pacino is... OK, Pacino, OK? What do you got?
That's Columbo.
Yes! Actually, to be fair to him, when you stand up, it is a very good Ronnie Corbett.
Yeah.
So who's guessing? If that ends up in the show, I'm gone. Come on, everybody. Let's have a guess.
Well, I think you instinctively think it's true.
I'm going to go with true.
Well, I haven't got a clue. So.
I can only go with Fern.
Well,
Can
I think, yes. Let's go with
Lovely.
you.
OK, we're going with Fern, and you're saying that it's true? Martin Clunes, our greatest living actor. Were you telling the truth, or were you telling a lie?
I was telling a porcupine.
I once caused the Hadron Collider to be shut down after I spilt yoghurt in it.
Do you know what? I believe it already. David's team.
Paint the picture of a day working at the Collider.
Not literally, we'll be here all night.
What's the sort of access point of the Collider like? I'm imagining it's like a room with computers in. I don't imagine people are sort of wandering around the actual tube bit, finding a little corner to have lunch.
During construction, then, of course, you had to go in. And I was responsible for a bit that's about 420 metres from the point at which we create the big bangs. And so I was in there, and you test bits when it's all done. And I was in there in the morning, having my yoghurt. You're not supposed to. Swiss health and safety.
the ladies, doesn't it?
And
I love what you're drinking.
someone went past me on a bike,
Yeah.
because you have to ride bikes or
An
anything, and
old
nudged
way
my
round.
arm, and I spilt the yoghurt onto an electrical connection.
And this was during construction?
Yes. Well, during the testing of my piece.
So it didn't all have to be shut down, just a...
No, just an octant. We can shut it down in eighths.
Right.
I think he knew what an octant was.
Yeah.
It's for you. It's
Nice
for
for
me.
me.
Can I ask you a technical question?
Yeah.
What flavour was the yoghurt?
It was one of rather Swiss, like rather flavourless Swiss yoghurt.
So there are people in there on bikes.
Yeah, because it's 27 kilometres in
So they go around on bikes inside.
Yes.
Sounds like Centre Parks.
And you're sitting... Which part of it did you drop the yoghurt into or onto?
There are pieces called... I'm going to go into chat-up mode again now. called superconducting cables. That, if you cool them down to about 1.9 Kelvin, so 1.9 degrees above absolute zero, then they become superconducting, have no electrical resistance and carry currents up to 13,000 amps in wires of a very small cross-section.
Are you, so in layman's terms, is it a wire?
Yeah.
Did you get yoghurt on a wire?
It's niobium. It's niobium tungsten alloy. Sorry? It's a niobium tungsten alloy.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not a brilliant wire.
As David well knows, because they're superconducting, they can
I
carry...
might well know as well.
They can carry very high
flirting with each other. I'm here as well. Tell me, you bitch.
I'm very flattered by it, but you know, I did history. You know, I know that Hitler's dead, and that's it.
And, Professor, how long was it closed down for?
About 3 months.
3 months? As a result of what you did?
We had to replace that piece of the,
Oh
of the
my
machine.
God.
That was
quite expensive.
How much do they reckon that cost?
That's why I'm on telly now trying to work off these debts. Why do you think I'm doing this? I don't
know.
I'm in Geneva if I had any respect left at all.
They said, get out there, whore yourself around. He's just come from hole in the wall.
Did you own up straight away, or did you say, he hit me, nudge me?
I
on the bike.
I had sticky up hair and a completely sooty face. I couldn't deny it.
You went to the fancy
Did you then take your goggles off?
Did you take them off and did you go, Marty, we're going to get to the DeLorean? So, David, let's take a guess. What do you think?
3 months, that's a big... I just wonder whether he'd be ready to bring it up on a comedy show.
So, with that in mind, what are you going to say?
I think it's a lie.
Well, I'm just in awe of the sciencey stuff. And if he says he dropped yoghurt on a wire, then he dropped yoghurt on a wire.
Is it a lie?
I think it's a lie.
I think it's a lie. You think it's true?
I think it's true. What can I say?
Well, let's be democratic and say it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. OK, Professor Brian Cox, is it the truth or were you telling a lie?
It was a lie.
Well done.
It was a lie.
I got Weller the dog drunk on the set of EastEnders.
David's team, is she telling the truth?
Right, what was the...
What's EastEnders?
Thank you. Excellent. What's the alcohol in question? What were you... Vodka.
How much vodka?
It was just, you know, like a small glass.
That's small, is it?
Small glass of vodka.
So the glass, it was one of those small, round, like, flat-bottom little glasses.
Just a glass, basically. You just described a glass.
How did you get it in his mouth?
No, I didn't put it in his mouth. We put it in his bowl. But...
He thought it was water?
Yeah.
How far through it did he get before he realised it wasn't water?
Bowl.
I would have thought at some point in the drinking process, as a dog, you're going to go, something here is different.
Also, if you're a dog and you're used to drinking water and then you smell your bowl full of vodka, you think, well, this smells like a girl from Birmingham. It's clearly not water.
Smell, that's it. That's what dogs do all the time.
Exactly.
Yes.
Why have you got a bottle of vodka on the set of EastEnders?
No, we didn't have a bottle of vodka. We just had a glass of vodka. It's not anymore, but when we first started working there, all of the bottles of drink in the pub were real alcohol.
That strikes me as a flawed policy.
Not then. Now you couldn't have it, health and safety, but then there was real drink in the pub.
Is that why Den was so dirty? Because everyone was just pissed.
The vodka sufficiently diluted with the water that the dog doesn't notice. And
Yeah.
presumably the whole place is sticky of booze anyway, with all the pissed-up actors forgetting their lines.
Just noticed hilarious that he went a little bit funny and he laid down. It wasn't like he was like punching people in the face. You know, he did get really worried because he kind of did lay down. He was very quiet and a bit like when he died, so we knew he could do that.
I've got to be honest, I think it's true because it's the sort of thing I do. I see what happens.
So what are you going to say?
Do you think it's... I think if you haven't at some point tried to make a dog drunk, you're not normal.
I think we think that almost anyone, given enough time sitting in the same room with some vodka and a dog, will either put the vodka in the dog or the other way round.
So we're saying true, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
saying it's
true.
true.
Yeah.
OK, Patsy Palmer, is it the truth or is it a lie?
It's a lie.
I had a job as a postman, but left after a week because I couldn't ride the bike.
Mack, what do you think?
What? When was this?
When I was a student.
Oh, not just after this morning?
Did they provide a bike or did you have your own bike?
They provide a bike.
And you couldn't ride it?
No.
Why couldn't you ride it?
Because the basket on the front that you put the letters in doesn't turn when you turn the handlebars, so you think you're probably going straight on, but you're not. You're trying to turn right, and you think, I'm scared, and then you fall off.
Sorry, what decade are we talking
Basket
about?
on the...
Basket on the front?
How old were you at the time?
18, so 1933.
She's exaggerating.
34, OK.
My wife has a bike with a high basket at the front. Sometimes I'll pop up, you know.
I might pop up into the basket, you know. I'm doing Ronnie Corbett. I might pop up and admire the view.
As you were.
So you lasted a week.
Good.
You lasted. Don't encourage him. I'm just glad that basket wasn't big enough to fit Terry Wogan in. Don't. So, how long? You're a week. Just 1 week. No.
Oh, feel it coming on.
Now, are you edging anywhere closer to
Suicide? Yeah. What did you do after that? What was your next job?
Fern?
You seem to be struck. Your face went to screensaver then.
Ooh, just jiggle my mouse, I'll come back.
I'll do it.
I worked in a sweet shop.
So what are you going to say?
Martin thinks it's true.
Martin thinks it's true.
Yeah.
Are you basing that on anything than a 50-50 guess?
I'm basing it because I didn't think it was when you started. You seemed hesitant, but then the confidence and the fullness of your answers convinced me.
I have to say that's probably the most polite answer we've had on the show so far. The bit I don't understand is how the basket doesn't go the same way as
Well, that's what she didn't understand. That's what let her down over the whole arrangement, was the faulty bloody bicycle.
Go on, go with your science.
You think it's not true?
No.
OK, it's time to make a guess.
Well, what do we think? What was your...
I've told you!
Well, I didn't listen.
Jesus, this is dragging on, isn't it?
You were a bit like Doc Martin then when you got a bit cross, wasn't you? Yeah. We saw that side of him, didn't we? It was quite exciting. It was like watching Doc Martin without having to watch it. I liked you in Inspector Morse. Do you remember when you went, "You're a damn fool, Morse"? Do you remember that?
I also called him Cheese Inspector, but I said it really quickly, so and they left it in. Cheese Inspector? I used to do requests for friends when I got a job. I called Lovejoy Love Juice as well.
Did you?
Love Juice.
Really? Let's take a guess then.
I think it's true.
You think it's true?
Yeah, I don't think it's true.
I have to make the decision then, so I'll go with Sanjeev and say that that is not true.
You think it's not true? You think it's a lie? OK, so, Fern Brydon, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
It's true.
Yes, it's true. Fern did have a job as a postman, but she left after a week because she couldn't ride the bike. Part of the problem is that the wheels on a post office bike are larger than normal. That's according to a spokesperson. That is a beauty.
OK. For 10 years, I refused to go into any branch of McDonald's after a girl dumped me in one.
What, you mean this girl took you there and left you there?
So you phoned ahead, made the reservation. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Manford. We're very busy tonight.
How old were you? I was 16, she was 15. Oh, hello. So, actually illegal.
You were on a date with her, or...?
Yeah, I think we've been to the cinema and then afterwards we've gone to the McDonald's.
So when you were at the cinema, had you perhaps committed something of an indiscretion at the cinema which prompted her then to end the relationship at the fast food restaurant?
I'd chosen Jumanji.
Can I ask, did she eat her meal before she finished with you?
I ate them both, I think, crying.
Oh, this is... Finally, can I ask you, Jason, what prompted you to make a return to McDonald's in the end?
I think I was, needed a wee, like everyone else.
But it was 10 years, a whole 10 years
so
that you didn't enter that restaurant.
2-3 years ago.
Wow.
I finally went back in. I looked that clown in the eye and I walked right into there. She was still there? She was still there.
I don't know, what do we think, Jack?
I think he's telling the truth. I think he's dumping material he wouldn't dare do on stage.
You say true? True. I'll go for true. You want to go for true?
True.
They're saying true. Jason Manford, are you telling the truth?
It is the truth.
What a roller coaster of a life you've led.
Yes, it's true. Jason, you've never been able to get over that girl dumping you all those years ago, but I can tell you now that she's here tonight. She's not. No, it was a physical joke.
I once had a job where I had to answer the phone and say, "Hello, beef?"
There we are, Lee's team. What do you think?
What was the job? It was a job. It was an office job where. An
office job?
Yeah, an office job.
Right.
In an office job.
Yeah, I know what an office job is.
Yeah.
The word office I'm not confused with is the bit about the beef that's getting to.
It's a government department where we dealt with beef and lamb and suckling cows.
Right. So what was the government department exactly? What were they doing?
It was it was an agricultural department of Welsh government.
So they'd ring up and say, "Hello, beef," and the kind of questions they would ask you would be.
They'd say, it was all about identifying animals.
Identifying them?
Yeah.
So you go, "Hello, beef," and they go, "I think you're just the man. I'm looking at a big black and white animal. It's saying move. Can you help me?" "Ah, it's cow. I'm beef. Goodbye."
No. Well, either that or you might want to put them through the suckler cow. Depends if it was male or female.
What is a suckler cow?
I don't know. I only worked in beef.
Was this in Cardiff or something? Or?
No, it was in West Wales.
Was it in Carmarthen?
Carmarthen.
Kidwelly?
Carmarthen.
Haverfordwest?
Carmarthen.
Carmarthen?
You should work on the trains. The Welsh office is in Cardiff, but the Welsh Office Agriculture Department, WOAD, is in Carmarthen.
So farmers would ring you up and ask you questions about
Farmers
beef?
would ring me up and they'd say, "Got an animal here, and it needs identification," and we would give them...
What do you mean identification?
We would give them cattle identification documents. It was the CID department, CID,
just
cattle
stop
identification.
Stop it. I feel sick with confusion.
It's CID. I worked in CID. It was.
Oh, you worked in CID?
Cattle
no, it makes sense. You worked for CID.
There's been a mooder.
CID was cattle identification document, so it's like a cow passport, and they'd ask us questions about that.
Cow passport?
A cow passport. They'd ring up and they'd say, "We've got a new cow in town."
So you'd send out the official documentation.
They would tell me the animal's details, and we would print up a CID, cattle identification
because
document.
Because each one needed this. Everyone had to have this.
Every cow.
Oh, every cow, yes.
So what are you going to say then, Lee? Is he telling the truth?
Well, if you know a lot about cows.
A little. I've rung up departments of DEFRA and said, "Hello,
and they've said, hello, beef.
Yeah.
True.
And the whole
True, true,
word
true.
thing, you wouldn't just come up with that.
Unless you were very quick and very clever.
OK, we'll go with true.
You're saying true. Rod, were you telling the truth?
It was... true!
Yes, it's true. Rod did once have a job where he had to ensure every cow had a passport. Oh, it's hard enough getting him into the milking shed, let alone a photo booth.
I lied to my husband that I was good at tennis and had to have secret lessons when he arranged a doubles match.
Oh, all right, there we are. Lee?
Why would you lie to your husband about
Because he wasn't my husband at the time, and I was trying to...
Woo him?
Woo him. He's very sporty, so I told him I could ski.
And has he subsequently asked you to go skiing?
He took me skiing.
Did you have to learn to ski?
It was truly terrible. Well, somebody called Just actually taught me how to ski.
Just?
I can recommend Just. Skiing. Yes, so, no, I went and booked some lessons.
And what was he called, the instructor?
God, I can't remember.
And yet, Just, like that.
Yeah, but Just was like...
Keely, keep it together, it's falling apart.
I can't remember.
What was the first thing you learnt on the tennis court?
How to bounce the ball.
And how do you bounce the ball? That was a quick bounce.
What do you mean? Well, it's only that big and it's only there to there.
Well, I think you tell her gravity would have taken a bit longer to get down and all, wouldn't it? You're playing on the moon.
It's not just gravity, you can give a bit of force.
You can impart an impulse to it, yeah.
That's it, impart an
The rate of change of momentum, it's proportional.
Don't push it. Did you win?
I got there and I feigned an ankle problem.
What
because I saw when I got there how good they were going to be.
So
it was to impress him. I didn't think he'd start involving other people.
Is he a man for involving other people in general?
Right, we're not at a physicists' convention now. We'll keep this clean, please.
Yeah.
Now, listen here. Did your husband ever find out about these secret lessons?
I told him.
You came clean.
I came clean on the night that I made him dinner, pretended that I'd cooked it, and then he...
Your whole life is a fabrication, isn't it?
I fed it to him in the dark, and then he found the Tesco Express box.
Oh, no.
And then it all came out.
Did it?
I said, I can't play tennis, and I can't cook.
My name's not Jeff.
So what are you going to say, Lee? Truth or lie?
True or lie?
I think it's true. I
believe
that.
What do we think?
True.
I'll have to go with the team then. I'll say that.
So you're saying it's true? Oh, all right. Keely, truth or lie?
It's absolutely true.
Well done, Steve. I was doubting that one. Nice work.
Yes, it's true. Keely did lie to her husband that she was good at tennis and she did have to have secret lessons when he arranged a doubles match. I had a relationship go wrong because I couldn't play tennis. Looking back, I should never have told that bloke I was Sue Barker.
Occasionally, as a treat, I put Marmite on my face and let my dog lick it off. Face.
Yeah.
And this is a treat for you or the dog? I see it as a treat for the dog, because... How does he see it? Like many people, I don't... Apparently also very much as a treat.
What kind of dog, please?
She's a Springer Spaniel.
You say this is predominantly for the dog. You must enjoy it on some level, because that's quite an extreme activity to do with...
I've always
just for a dog.
I've always liked having my face licked by the family dog. Always.
By just the dog? Anyone else?
Well, cats have a raspy, sandpapery tongue, and it's not nearly so nice. Have you ever been caught in that awkward moment where you've marmited up and then somebody's rung the doorbell? By members of the household, but not by strangers at the door.
Do dogs like Marmite?
Dolly does. I'm not sure that's a helpful line of
That's why they
inquiry, is
lick
it?
you.
Do dogs like...
They like salt.
Of course
that's
it's
why
a
they
helpful
lick.
line of
Is it a
inquiry.
helpful line of
If
inquiry?
all dogs hate Marmite, it can't be true.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody on the planet that could answer that question properly.
You don't think there's anyone
on the planet that could answer the question, do all dogs like Marmite? No, I don't think there is.
I don't want this to sound like a rebuke. What I was saying was whether anyone knew whether or not all dogs might hate Marmite. You'd know if all dogs...
That's very much just the other side of the coin in my book.
No, this isn't a coin. There are three things. There's dogs all hate Marmite,
Yes.
there's dogs all like Marmite,
Yes.
or there's dogs have a similar view to Marmite as humans do.
Yeah, what, let me not hate it?
Rod,
Yeah,
no, as someone who's now in Series 4, you never get into conversations like this with David. He always wins or wears you down. Just don't do it.
Surely it is almost certainly true that some dogs will like Marmite and some won't.
No. For example, I would say that no cats like baked beans.
Would you?
You're definitely wrong about that.
For 2 hours, my cat got stuck in a fridge and genuinely ate a bowl of baked beans. Genuine, I swear on my life.
How did the cat get stuck in
The cat, I don't know, just leapt in when my mum opened it once.
And then and you didn't see it?
And
She didn't see a cat in the fridge?
She did that. Probably got some milk, cat jumped in, shut.
Well, she got the milk for the cat, and then where's the cat? Have you seen the cat?
Maybe I'm wrong about cats and baked beans. What I'm saying is there are some foods liked by many humans that certain other species will never eat.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is different species like different things, and
No,
it is possible.
You said that
It is
the things that humans eat, that other animals, all other animals are species.
We've got to learn to work together.
Well, in that case, you need to change your opinion.
This programme is taken on tone of civil unrest. I sense anarchy at the gates. David, I'll caution you once. Control your team.
I'm going to have to call in the UN. I can no longer vouch for my team.
Excuse me, what
I'm
have
sorry.
I done?
I feel like a supply teacher who's been parachuted into a problem school. And is finding it very difficult to cope. Hugh, your original statement was to do with the dog licking off your face. Now, how often does this occur?
It's something I started doing as a kid because it was a good way to... That was several dogs...
Good way to what?
to get the family dog to lick my face.
So, David Mitchell, what are you saying? Truth or lie?
Rod, what do you think?
Oh, no.
I think whatever my captain thinks, I will back into the hilt.
Oh, my word.
Can I just say that he just touched David's leg in a slightly effeminate manner? Like that.
If that's what it takes to have them working as a team, Miranda, I'm happy.
That whole round was sexual tension, is that what you're doing?
Is that sexual tension?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't like it. Miranda, what do you think?
I think it is a lie because he doesn't look that desperate for affection in his life.
It has to be a lie, David, otherwise there's something wrong with him.
So you both think it's a lie?
Yes. Yes.
OK, we'll say lie.
There's a lot riding on this
All
one.
right. So, Hugh Fernley Whittingstall.
It was a lie.
I have such a terrible singing voice that one year my teacher told me to mime during our school carol concert.
What was the song?
What was the song?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
It was a range of Christmas carols.
Oh, there was a few that you were bad at. You were bad, full stop. It wasn't just the one song.
Oh, no, I know you're right, Lee. I sung some of them like an angel. Oh, come all ye faithful, I just would scream the word shit.
So what did she say this in front of everybody?
No, I was sort of taken aside and said, look, you're finding this a bit difficult, aren't you? And it's putting some of the other boys off.
So, truth or lie? Time to decide.
It's kind of too obvious and too easy, so I don't know.
No, you're thinking of me. It's a lie.
I think it could be just a lie.
I will say lie. The team says lie. We'll go with lie, yeah.
OK. David, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
It's a lie. David was not told to mime during his school carol concert because he has such a terrible singing voice, sir. David's never been asked to keep quiet at school. Well, once. But out of respect for the gym teacher's career, we won't go into that.
I've placed a £500 bet at the bookies that I'll live till I'm 100.
David's team, what do you think?
When did you place this bet?
I placed this bet when I was 18 years old.
And what odds did they offer?
They offered odds of 1,000 to 1.
1,000 to 1. And you... Sorry, how much did you bet again?
£500.
So, when you're 100, you stand to gain what?
£47, £38.
How old are you now?
I'm 41.
Right, so at 18...
£500,000.
How...
Got it. Nice. Well done.
So you're only a couple of years younger than me. At 18, £500 was quite a lot of money back then.
It was.
Where did you get £500 from?
I inherited it from my granddad, who reached the age of 100.
Oh.
And I thought that would be an appropriate thing to do.
Your granddad was 100 before you were 18. How old's your dad when you're 18?
Sorry?
When you were 18... When you were 18, your grandfather was 100?
Yes.
Yes. No.
So he was 82. Your grandfather was 82 when you were born, right?
Can we stop calling him Grandad and give him his proper name of Step-Grandad? Show some respect for the dead. He's 100 years old.
He was your step-grandfather.
But you still decided that...
After your grandfather died, your grandmother married a much, much older man.
Well, she was very old. She was very old when she had my...
Yeah.
My dad.
Why did you decide...
How old was your grandmother when she had your dad?
She
71?
She was 45 when she had my granddad.
Right.
Look, it's a weird family, I'm not going to lie. It's a very weird family.
Why did you decide?
It would make sense, that math.
She was 45 when she had...
The maths might make sense, but why did you decide that the genes of your step-granddad would be in you?
£500, that would have got you an airfare to Australia.
23 years
Surely
ago.
you'd have spent it on travelling or something like that. I just can't believe that you would...
Oh, yeah. I was grieving. That was not the time to go flying around the world. There's nothing more upsetting than a step-grandfather dying at 100. I'll be honest with you, none of us expected it.
It's a lie. It's a lie.
You saying it's a lie?
It's a lie.
Ruth thinks it's a lie. Jason thinks it's a lie. Lee, is it a lie, or were you actually telling us the truth?
It is, in fact, a lie.
No, it's not true, but Lee's going to feel like such an idiot if he does reach 100. Not because he didn't place the bet, but because he'll be wetting himself on a bus and telling strangers he used to be on the telly. I used to put on a different voice on the telephone and pretend to be my own agent.
Oh! Let's have it, then.
The voice?
Imagine I've just rung up. Hello,
Okay.
I'm the people that want to book Rob Brydon. Yes. How much would he cost?
His name, I used to call him Richard Knight. And Richard used to talk like this, and he'd say, listen, love to help you out, but at that price, we're really not going to make much movement. And I once did a charity gig, and...
It's a lie. He's never done charity gigs.
got money for it, because Richard said, listen, Rob's an angel, and if he knew I was doing this, he'd never forgive me, but I've got to get a bit of money, otherwise I wouldn't be doing my job.
Did you have a real agent at the time?
No.
So, how many phone numbers? Do you have a separate phone number for your fake agent? Or was it just your
when
normal phone?
I used to work at the BBC in Cardiff. I was on the radio, I used to be a DJ, and if they got through to the office, I would then phone back under the guise.
When it came to important meetings, did you have to, like, take a disguise and sit there and go, oh, Rob's in the toilet at the moment, but when he gets back, I'm sure he can discuss with him. I'll go and get him now. I believe my agent said I could do it. I do all the voices. Ask me what it would be like if I was talking to Ronnie Corbett. Or Tom Jones, I can do it. You don't believe me? Ask my agent, I'll go and get him.
I I assume you've got an agent now, so why did you decide to...
Well, I didn't have one. Yeah, I have one now, but I didn't have one then.
What convinced you needed one? Was it working?
Because it's very difficult to do your own negotiations and not come across as an horrible person when you're asking for money. But if it's Richard Knight saying, listen, I'm just doing this, Rob doesn't want money, but I got to get money for the guy.
But they didn't know it was you.
That's my whole point, you idiot. That's what I'm saying.
Did you have anybody else on your books?
What's the sort of work that...
Hosting things. This was back in about the late 80s when I was a local radio disc jockey.
So did the agent take a cut?
Did the agent phone you to let you know they got the job?
No, I was the agent!
Did you ever fall out with your agent?
No, it was me!
When you decided that this charade had to finish, did you take yourself out to dinner and tell yourself you were letting yourself go?
Did you sign a contract?
Are you still in touch?
Right, it's time to guess. First of all, Lee and those bastards. What are you going to go for?
I would say true.
You think it's true?
You're saying it's true?
Yes, in the words of Rob Brydon, I think that's true.
Right, saying it's true. David and these arses. What do you say?
That is so true.
I think it's true. Yeah, I think
Keely
it's
thinks
true.
it's true. David,
Nailed
well,
it.
let me buck the trend by telling you it's true.
When I was 6, I was thrown out of ballroom dancing lessons.
David's team.
Right, I'll take this.
Never say that to Craig.
You were 6. What have you done in the ballroom dancing lesson?
I broke a piece of equipment.
What equipment can you break ballroom dancing?
I broke the machine that plays the music, the tape machine that plays the music.
What? Well done. The machine that plays the music, Musictron, the robot, the friendly robot that ran the classes and would play the piano. I broke it.
What dance were you doing at the time?
I can't remember the dance, if the truth be known.
So you can't do it now for us?
You're absolutely right, Ben.
OK.
Lee, you say you couldn't do it, and under normal circumstances, but we've got a...
Oh, Craig.
I call him dancer. He can hold your hand and ease you into
Come
it
in.
gently.
I'll show you how it went.
OK.
I'll show you how it went. Right. Now, I'm going to say this really slowly, so listen. I think I better lead. Now, it's arm up, like this, you see, and basically, the arm on the shoulder, the other lady, I sort of turned and then said, oh, what's that machine? And then broke the machine. That was roughly how it happened. If that's not evidence...
So what are you going to say? What do you think? Truth or lie?
I think it's an unusual choice, you know, for a
6-year-old.
For a 6-year-old, but it's obviously...
It was big in the 70s, though, because of Come Dancing. Come Dancing was a big show in the 70s.
Yep.
Before it was bastardised.
So what are you going to say?
It's a difficult one, but I think we're saying it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie.
Yeah.
OK. Lee, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, true.
It's true. When Lee was 6, he was thrown out of ballroom dancing lessons. Even so, he spent the next few years locked away in his bedroom perfecting the hand drive.
As a child, I used to play board games against a bucket with a face painted on it. I called this bucket Stephen Tatlock.
Wow, what games did you play?
Monopoly. I played a game called Diplomacy. And...
Even then, you were thinking of becoming a politician.
Yeah. Even then. I'm not a politician.
Why Stephen Tatlock?
Well, it was basically named after a friend of mine. Who was...
Why did you play with Stephen Tatlock? He had no hands.
Stephen Tatlock wasn't always there. But after I painted the face on the bucket, he was.
Did you paint the face on the bucket?
think my dad painted the face.
Your dad was involved in this sad story? You've decided you haven't got any friends, but lucky day for you is Mrs. Stephen Tatlock.
What can I say? My father saw me talking to a bucket and decided to accept that side of my nature.
Did your father invent Henry Hoovers afterwards?
And this is your girlfriend.
So if you were playing Monopoly, you'd have your go, and then you'd run round and pretend to be Stephen, would you?
I wouldn't pretend to be Stephen, but I found I had to roll for Stephen. And Stephen would need help moving his...
Did Stephen ever win?
Yes.
What do you think, Lee? Is he telling the truth?
What do you think?
I don't know many people who have an imaginary friend with a surname.
He's one of the few. Did you call him Stephen Tatlock or Stephen? Did you say, it's your turn, Stephen Tatlock? You must do it quickly, or otherwise you'll go the way of the other buckets.
Usually I'd call him Stephen.
Oh, you were quite friendly then.
Yeah.
Did Stephen Tatlock know there was an imposter?
An imposter?
I call it the imposter.
No, I never mentioned Stephen Tatlock to Stephen Tatlock.
Did you ever mention the real Stephen Tatlock to the bucket?
I think probably not. No, I think that would have been...
They were blissfully unaware of each other's
sort of been playing with levels of reality. I don't want you to think that I felt I was in any way being unfaithful to the real Stephen.
Oh, yeah. I'm not picturing this as some sort of romantic film. I can't imagine the real Stephen Tatlock walking in on the game and you go, Stephen!
So what do you think then, Lee? Time for a guess. Truth or lie?
I think it's true.
You think it's true?
Don't know why.
Well, look at David. We know why. What do you think, Holly?
I think, I don't think it's true.
I might ask my friend, Boris Dickey. What do you think, Boris Dickey? Oh, Boris Dickey says no. It's a lie.
So you're saying it's a lie?
Yes.
You and Boris say it's a lie. OK,
Boris
David.
Dickey!
Boris Dickey. David, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, a lie.
Yes, it was a lie. When David was a child, he didn't play board games against a bucket that he called Stephen Tatlock.
Looking forward to this.
I trained for last year's Paris Marathon, but pulled out when a doctor advised me that one of my legs is shorter than the other.
David, what do you think?
Why did you train for the Paris Marathon?
Because I couldn't get into the London Marathon.
Why?
One leg short than the other. Because it was full.
What time of year is the Paris Marathon?
About April.
About April. About the same time as the London Marathon, then?
Lee,
are they on the same
about.
day?
Yeah.
Do they clash? How embarrassing.
So you mean the London Marathon was full? There was a man dressed as a pig.
He doesn't mean he's a man who's dressed as a pig that hasn't applied early.
Yeah. They weren't going. We can't get enough people to fill this. Go up to the fields and try and rope some pigs into it.
Hello, pig. Yeah, well, we'll send one down. No problem.
What made you go to the doctor? Did you have an injury? Did you feel pain? What was...
I did. I felt pain during the training and I said...
Where was the pain?
In my leg.
Is it not possible for people who have uneven legs to get shoes that compensate for that?
That's right. He said that. He gave me that.
Right.
He gave me
why
the thing.
wasn't that fine, then?
When your leg's different, your whole body adjusts to make up for it. And it was so different.
It would have to be like a stiletto and a trainer.
He said, I'll give you the thing to put in your shoe, which will help you do some regular exercise, but your marathon days are over.
OK, so, David, what are you going to say? Do you think he's telling the truth?
Lie.
Why?
Oh, I believe it.
Thank you, Miranda.
So, truth from Miranda, lie from David.
I think it could be true, but I think if he'd really wanted to do it, you could have done it.
All right, I'll rephrase it, OK? I trained for last year's Paris Marathon, but pulled out when a doctor advised me that one of my legs is shorter than the other. He did say, well, actually, if you really tried hard, you could probably do it, but I'm a lazy bastard.
So we're saying lie.
Your team says lie. OK. Lee, are you telling the truth or are you telling us a lie?
It is, in fact,
true.
Told you! Yes, it's true. Lee did train for last year's Paris Marathon, but pulled out when a doctor advised him that one of his legs is shorter than the other. Actually, I have completely the opposite problem. One of my legs is longer than the other.
Here we go. I, of course, got a grade A degree in geography.
What did you say?
You know what I said. I said it wrong. Just read it out.
For 6 months, I wrote horoscopes for a women's magazine.
There we are. Please.
Right. What was the women's magazine? Got him at hurdle number 1.
Top Santé.
What? What women's magazine is that?
That's a magazine, definitely.
Have you heard of Top Santé?
No, it's like a Christmas mag. What is it?
You not heard of it?
Never.
Top
Have you heard of it, Richard?
No. Have you heard of it?
Oh, yes.
There we are, thank
Yes.
goodness.
We've not heard of it, have we? If you'd have said...
Oh, it's not aimed at you, is it? Frankly.
Well, it depends how annoying he's being.
So what is Top Santé?
It's a sort of magazine that you see in dentists' waiting rooms.
How long ago was this?
I think about a year and a bit after I'd graduated. So,
The bleak years, as we call it.
Was it the only contribution you made to this august publication?
It was, yes.
Why did they think you were the man to do this job?
Well, a friend of mine...
Lying.
All right. Worked for them, and they basically just, for 50 quid a week, they just needed, you know, some vague text that they wouldn't be held to, saying a period of transition is coming, but it's time not to end hope, but still to be wary. You know, that's it.
£50 a week for 6 months, once a week, doesn't know anything about star signs, nothing that would make them go, David's the man.
No,
because
I shouldn't be doing
you
it.
are quite articulate.
They should have got a qualified charlatan, but no.
So, Lee, it's time to take a guess. Is David telling us the truth, do you think, or could this be a lie?
Oh, it's a fib. He's lying.
Oh, right. He said it with conviction?
Yes.
I'm saying he's lying. What do you say?
Sanjeev?
Yeah, I think he's a liar.
So you're saying it's a lie. David Mitchell, truth or lie?
It's a lie.
Oh, it was a lie. It was a humongous lie.
May I just say, in my defence, obviously I know nothing about horoscopes, but the thing that you most disbelieved, there's definitely a magazine, isn't there?
Yes.
Called Top
Yes.
Santé?
Yes, there is.
I thought I was sitting there, name a woman's magazine. I couldn't think of a thing. One popped into my head, and frankly, I want a medal.
I think you did very well. I once stole Catherine Zeta-Jones's dinner money.
Well, of course, you're both Welsh, so you presumably went to the same school.
Yes, applaud that thinly veiled racism.
What age were you?
I would have been school age, young, about, I don't know, 10.
Catherine Zeta-Jones is about... she's 40-odd.
Well, I'm 45.
Yeah,
she was younger than me at school. And is even younger now, apparently.
So you were 10?
You were 10?
And she was about 5. You stole a 5-year-old little girl's dinner money at the age of 10. You bastard!
No, I didn't steal it as such. It was a misunderstanding.
Right, what was the misunderstanding? How did her money end up in your hand?
Well, I arrived at school that day, and as I walked into the school, Catherine Zeta-Jones's mother saw me and said, I've forgotten to give Catherine her dinner money. Would you give her the dinner money? And gave the dinner money to me. And I forgot to give her the money, and I spent the money on sweets.
And what was this school?
It was called Swansea School.
Swansea? Swansea School?
It was called Dumbarton.
Oh, not Swansea then, Dumbarton.
In Swansea.
Oh, right.
Have you met her since?
Yes, I have actually, yes.
And have you had a hilarious...
Oh, tell us about when you met her.
Here's your £3.
I'll tell you that when I met her, this is true. When I met her, which is not to say... which is not to say that the other one isn't true. I met her at the BAFTAs when she won for Chicago, and she had an American accent. That's the story.
Oh, right. So give me my £3 back, Brydon.
So what are you going to say? Truth or lie?
Lie.
Lie.
It's got to be a lie.
You
Because,
say lie.
You're too an honest man not to have gone back and given it to us.
So, David's team.
I think it might be true.
I'll go with what Ruth says.
Yeah, all right. We'll say it's true.
You're saying it's true?
Yeah, yeah.
You say it's a lie, you say it's true.
So
it is true. Yes, it's true. I did once steal Catherine Zeta-Jones's dinner money. It was a long time ago when we were kids. I now feel old age creeping up on me, as does Catherine, every morning when Michael fancies a cuddle. So, please welcome this week's special guest, Mark. Welcome, Mark. So first off, Patsy, what is Mark to you?
This is Mark, and he is currently teaching me to swim to overcome my fear of the water.
Right. Lee?
This is Mark, and he started the pub darts team that I play in, but I had to ask him to leave because he was so bad.
Right, so finally, Chris, your relationship with Mark.
This is Mark. He is my next-door neighbour. He lost a bet of £200 that In the Loop would win an Oscar, so I gave him my wheelbarrow.
Right, well, there we are. What could be simpler? Patsy's swimming teacher who cured her fear of water, Lee's sacked darts teammate, or Chris's neighbour who likes a bet. David's team, where would you like to start?
Darts. How can anyone be bad at darts?
What sort of standard of darts playing are you expecting in this team?
2 out of 3 darts in the board would have been good sufficient.
What did you say to him to check him out?
Patsy, can you be Mark?
Yeah.
This might involve acting, but just go with it. Mark? That's you. Yeah, you're Mark.
Yeah.
You know this whole darts thing?
Yeah.
And you keep missing the board? Mark, look at me when I'm talking to you, Mark. We don't like the fact that you keep trying to get the dog drunk. And also, we were going to have to let you go because, unfortunately, you keep missing the board.
I could not imagine you would say that to him. There's not a chance you're going to say, listen, mate, you set up the darts team, but Big Lee Mack's in the room, get off.
Also, look, how seriously did you take this darts
I take
team?
darts very seriously.
Do you?
Ask me any checkout.
I don't know what that means.
All right, 151.
Oh, well, that's your classic treble 20, treble 17 tops.
Don't know whether that's true or not, but a couple. All right, then 164.
Oh, that'll be treble 20, treble 18 bull.
I
don't know how...
Bull, what's bull? 180.
You worked that out.
He's getting them right, he's getting them numbers.
Is he getting the numbers right? Right.
Just say 180 again, Joe.
180.
I feel like we've just engaged with foreplay.
I know.
She's missed 180, we're on for a good one tonight.
Wait till I get to 69.
Did he set up another team? Did he just walk away and say, I'll give up darts because Lee's...
He struggled to set up the other team, apparently, because he was going round saying, I'd like to set up a darts team. Have you had any experience? Well, I just recently left one because I was thrown out because I was terrible.
Sorry, that's not the usual next question when somebody says, I'm thinking of setting up a darts team. Have you had any experience? You're either someone interested in playing a bit of recreational darts or not. You're not going to sort of go, have you had much experience? I don't know, I'm a busy man. I want to play in a high-level darts team.
Darts is a serious sport.
David, do you want to move on?
Yes, OK. Well, Chris, why did you feel the need, when your next-door neighbour had bet some money on a film you were involved in winning an Oscar, why did you think you needed to make up the loss for him with the gift of a wheelbarrow?
I live in a terrace house, and the houses next door to me are flats. It's a communal garden, and Mark is the only one who ever bothers to look after them. Mark's never seen the film, but he went to the bookies, put 200 quid on it, and lost it. In the conversation that we were discussing this, it came up that he needed a wheelbarrow, and I felt bad because he'd sort of staked it because
so if you just said I could do with a leg over, you just said, well, there's me missus. You know what I mean? I feel really bad about the bet.
No, John. No, I wouldn't. I don't know how things work where you live, but wheelbarrows and women are not the same thing where I'm from.
You may well have given him the wheelbarrow to assist him in cleaning off the communal gardens, but surely you didn't give him the wheelbarrow as compensation for your film not winning the Oscar.
I'd sort of intended to offer that he might borrow it. It kind of got out of hand.
OK, now, Patsy, you have a fear of water, is that right?
I did.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you had this all your life, or was there some harrowing experience you could amuse people
Yeah, I
with?
think so, but I didn't really know that I had it.
Right.
How did you not know you were scared of what surrounds us?
Because I've always swam, but I just
You
had
swam, but you didn't know you were shitting yourself.
But you wouldn't refuse to swim?
No, I swam.
So why
we had
do you...
to swim when we were kids. We just used to get put in. It was freezing cold. Don't you remember when the teachers used to make you get in? And that was worse then because it was freezing cold. Kids would be crying, swimming, but they did actually make you get in.
Sounds like you're talking about Dunkirk. So you already could swim before you encountered Mark to teach you to swim?
Yeah.
Right.
How was your first lesson? When Mark said, right, let's have a go at the water, and you did 20 lengths. What did he say after that?
I didn't do 20 lengths.
So you decided you're going to have some lessons in order to improve the efficiency of your swimming, and then you get into the water and you realise, oh my God, I hate it here. This has been the problem. It wasn't the efficiency of my kicking and arms, it was that I hated it.
No, I just realised that I was actually quite scared of water. That's why I don't swim very well.
But you don't
I don't
What did
breathe
you do to help
underwater.
you over
None
your
of us
fear
breathe
of
underwater. I mean, that's a standard human thing.
No, you can breathe underwater.
No, you definitely
This should have been lesson number 1. This is basic stuff, telling them this. Just because I throw you out the darts team and you're looking for a new career, telling people they can breathe underwater.
Right, David. We need an answer.
Lee gives every impression of knowing a bit about darts, but then I'm perhaps not the best person to scrutinise that.
He knows his darts, that doesn't mean that story's true.
I believe Chris, because of the wheelbarrow, or I believe Patsy, because Mark looks quite built.
So what are you going to say then, David? Who are you going to go for?
I'll go with Patsy.
Yeah, I
think Patsy, yeah.
So you're saying Patsy's swimming instructor. Mark, would you like to reveal your true identity?
I am Patsy's swimming instructor, and I helped her get over her fear of water.
So, Mark, the first thing I want to clear up is this thing of telling her that it is possible to breathe underwater.
That's not quite true. She does very good front crawl.
Really?
Good breathing technique and breathes out underwater, doesn't breathe in.
Thank you, thank you.
I've had to prise open my bedroom door for the last 2 years, ever since the door handle fell off.
What do you use to prise open the door?
Just my fingernails. And you have to go to the top of the door jamb.
Is it an out or a... No,
it all depends which side.
Do you live on your own?
I can answer that.
I have a flatmate, but it's just my bedroom, yeah.
It's only you that has the inconvenience.
So you have to do...
I'm absolutely the only person who ever needs to get in or out.
He speaks to me with a stare, and I don't know...
That's just, you know,
Don't
a
say
look of
anything.
resignation.
Why haven't you just whipped out a knob and affixed it to the entrance?
Basically, it's not really... You can't just screw it back on because the holes that the screws...
The thread's gone.
That's it!
Keely, speaking as the only woman, in your single days before you settled down...
Oh, God.
And
Yes.
you'd have been met as David and you'd be getting on like a wildfire, and he said, well, why don't you come back to my... I know you don't like this. I know you don't like it. It's either this or Ronnie Corbett.
Right.
Why don't you come back to my apartment and we could settle down and have a game of Boggle? So you go there, and he said, well, why don't we go upstairs? And you go upstairs and you get to the door and there's no handle or knob. Would that put you off?
This actually happened to me once.
David! David! You're a dark horse.
I don't remember.
I stayed over, and when I got up in the morning to leave, I couldn't get out. And I didn't know where I was.
You didn't know where you were?
Wow, really?
I had to ring the fire brigade.
I think I should say at this point, this was not at my house.
And they had to come and put a ladder up to the window and give me a fireman's lift out.
Where was the man whose house you'd gone back with?
He'd gone to work.
He'd gone to work and locked you in for later.
Didn't know.
She'll keep till I get back. Wow, wow. OK, what are you going to say, Lee?
I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
It looks like a man that's got well-maintained doors.
Yeah.
I'll say it's a lie.
OK, then we'll say it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. David Mitchell, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
It is, in fact, true.
Yes, it's true. David has had to prise open his bedroom door for the last 2 years, ever since the door handle fell off.
I once lost a game of swing ball to a chimpanzee.
David's team.
OK,
Why were you with the chimpanzee?
I was visiting a zoo in South Africa, and the trick that the chimpanzee could do was play swing ball. And we all took it in turns to have a go, and I'd had a few to drink, and he beat me.
What time of day was this?
Time of day?
Yes,
Before the monkey's bedtime.
Are you refusing to answer?
I'm not refusing, but I'm thinking about it for a while, because I don't know if you mean South African time or English time. It's very similar, but I think there's an hour's difference. Do you mean the South African time?
I mean the South African, local time.
The local time. I believe... sorry, you've thrown me a bit, because most times I tell people
Local time at the zoo on the occasion of your match.
I've been using this, I can't lie, over the years I've been using this anecdote at the darts and things. Oh, did I ever tell you, lads, about the time I played swing ball with a chimpanzee? No one's ever said, what time of day was this? He threw me for a second. Most people go, chimpanzee swing ball? Tell us more, you interesting person.
I suppose what's different is that when you tell that as an anecdote in the pub, people go, it's polite to go along with the bullshit that Lee talks.
Why were you in South Africa?
Don't tell
No,
what the
Joe, the time of day.
The time of day.
The time of day.
Make up a time of day.
I couldn't beat a chimpanzee at swim ball because I was drunk. How am I going to remember the time of day? I'm terrible at this, and this at only 2:45.
What I'm trying to get at is why were you going round a zoo pissed? It's not a usual post-pub trip. Let's have a few jars. I'll tell you what, I fancy a trip round the zoo. Around about 1 in the morning, they get the chimp out, and the chimp takes people on a swing ball. The chimp likes nothing more than a load of pissed contestants.
Yeah, well, we don't all go to the British Museum for stag weekends.
But zoos aren't open after the pub.
No, we went. It was afternoon. You know, we've been drinking since the morning.
You'd had a boozy lunch.
We'd had a boozy morning. We started at 11. Arrest me.
Right.
Why didn't you go and see, like, some strippers? Wouldn't a load of men
Well,
go,
we were that drunk, we thought we were. We thought this is the rubbish pole dancing club. That little pole dance hasn't got any tits, she hasn't shaved for ages. It was awful. I'm not going to lie. We were about to walk out. But then someone said, no, it's a swing ball playing chimpanzee. I came up. Is it better than we thought? I wondered why she wasn't letting me put 10 quid in her bra.
David, before someone phones the RSPCA...
It was a consenting chimpanzee. It wasn't
I don't
forced.
think he'd said, look, you know, I quite like it here at the zoo, but really what would make it peachy is if I could take on some of the visitors, ideally at swing ball, badminton at a push. I don't think that happened.
Well, he had no choice.
He had no choice. That's my point. Right. Is it the truth or is it a lie?
I thought it was a lie. Right. But it seems the sort of thing he'd do.
I think it's a lie, but I'm happy to be...
Yeah, I'll go
I think
with
it's a
lie.
lie.
We'll go with lie.
We all say it's a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Lee, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, a lie.
Yes, it is a lie. Lee has never lost a game of swing ball to a chimpanzee. For the record, it was Scrabble.
OK. As a child, I had a special way of communicating with Captain Kirk during Star Trek episodes.
True. On we go.
What do you reckon?
And that special way was?
I had two ways of communicating with Captain Kirk. One was with a little calculator that, when you it had a sort of leatherette case, and when you flipped it open, it was, to my child's eyes, uncannily identical to a Star Trek communicator of the old sort. We're talking pre-nipple punch.
You do this, David.
It's more sort of.
Yeah, no. It would open with, it would go, and then it would go, and you press the button, Kirk to Enterprise, and it would go...
Oh, yes, that's the secondary noise.
Just a question. Did you two ever have girlfriends?
Yeah.
No, I didn't, in all honesty. As a child, did you?
No.
No. It was a great noise, wasn't it?
Yeah. Very comforting.
It was, yeah.
That kept me company. Who needs people?
Exactly.
And what was the second way?
The second way was... I would sort of converse a bit with the characters on the screen while it was happening. So join in, slip in. Oh, that's good thoughts, Captain Kirk, etc. Don't interrupt me, Spock. I'm talking.
Do you know the characters, the famous Star Trek?
Yeah.
There's
Uhuru, what did you say?
Uhuru.
Yeah.
Sulu. Chekhov.
Bones.
Yes.
McCoy, actually, properly.
Rob, have you ever refereed anything before? You'd make a terrible referee at football. Why don't you try kicking it in the top like that?
Right, what are you going to say then, Lee? What do you think?
It's the bit that rings most true actually about all of this was when he went. I flipped it open because I remember those calculators. They used to have a little thing.
There's no doubt.
And did you do the old thing where it spells boobies when you turn it upside down? You didn't know what they were. OK, so.
Is David telling the truth, Lee? What do you reckon?
Right, OK. Do we believe David, as a small child, would be so lonely and sad that he would have to use his calculator?
Yes, yes, we do, yeah.
You're saying it's true?
We're saying it's true.
You sure? OK. David, is it true or is it a lie?
I prefer the word imaginative to lonely, but yes, it's true.
Yes, it's true. As a child, David did have a special way of communicating with Captain Kirk during Star Trek episodes. David particularly liked Leonard Nimoy. That odd life form obsessed with logic would tune in each week to watch Mr. Spock.
Oh, yes.
Every year, I mark the anniversary of the death of my goldfish by pouring a shot of brandy into my pond.
Did this tradition predate the death of your goldfish?
No.
Did you
was not the cause of the death.
Were there other fish that survived?
Yeah. I've got a pond in the garden.
Yes.
The pond has nothing to do with the death of the goldfish.
But how many fish were in the pond? Just one?
I'm not going to say this again, Bernard.
Was the goldfish in the pond when it died?
No.
Sorry, a goldfish was not a pond goldfish, it was a bowl goldfish, was it? Or a tank goldfish?
It was a tree goldfish, actually.
Where did he live?
The goldfish lived in a bowl. The goldfish bowl.
If the goldfish lived in a bowl...
Correct!
Why do you commemorate its death? Why? By pouring brandy into an alternative goldfish habitat?
We don't have... Because when the goldfish died, the bowl went.
Do any fish live in the pond?
Are there currently any fish in the pond? Because if you pour brandy into a pond...
They're going to die as well.
They're going to die as well. So it's a legitimate question.
There was at no point, right, did the original fish die due to brandy being poured into the pond.
Now...
There's fish in the pond. pond.
Right.
But the amount of brandy that I pour into the pond is like the weakest cordial you could ever drink.
Fish, Lee. Fish are drinking all the time.
Yes.
Not brandy!
Not alcohol.
Brandy if it's in the bloody water?
Yes, but it's then not brandy, is it? Brandy is...
Well, it's brandy and water!
No, it's not.
It's a weak brandy and water.
No, yes, brandy diluted is no longer brandy.
So you're saying when you put soda in brandy, you'll make it it's no longer brandy?
Soda in brandy? You put soda in brandy,
Brandy and soda, yes.
What kind of 1970s porn world are you living in?
Just one last question. Why do you commemorate the death of a goldfish?
Right.
It doesn't matter, the death of a goldfish.
Oh, it
Not
doesn't
many
matter to
people
you,
care.
you bitch.
No, it doesn't matter. It absolutely doesn't matter to me, but I suspect it doesn't matter to you either.
Oh, and it doesn't matter to me, but it matters to the wife. The wife loved that goldfish like a husband.
And so she said, do me a favour, my beloved husband, show your respect for this fish I so loved by annually pouring a shot of brandy into the pond of these other fish who I secretly hate and wish to destroy.
So with that in mind, David, what are you going to say?
Bernard.
He's a liar.
Patrick?
It's true.
No, it's not. He's a liar.
You're saying it's a lie?
Yes.
OK, Lee, is it true what you've just told us, or is it a lie?
It's absolutely a lie.
Hugh is first.
For superstitious reasons, I have to touch the tip of my nose whenever I say the word France.
David's team.
Have you ever been to France?
Yes, I have been to France. It's a weird thing, but I have to do it. And I've done it since childhood.
What sparked that off?
Well, because when I was very little, I was quite scared. I was a very sort of worried child. And the thing that I was really worried about, more than anything else, was rabies.
Little chuckle, little nervous chuckle after rabies there. I was terribly worried about rabies.
Anyway, and you forget that England is it's an incredibly safe country where we don't have anything. But when you go to France, I don't have to do it immediately.
Is it all right to catch up at the end of the day?
When I was a child, because I was so scared of rabies, and we used to go to France quite often, I thought that it would kind of ward off rabid dogs. It's one of those sort of weird childhood...
How did you learn about rabies as a child, then?
The hard way.
I've learned a lot about rabies, or as the French, and if I say French, I don't have to do it. If I say France, I do have to do it. But what the French call la rage, which is rabies, and I genuinely thought it would ward off, it would give me good luck. Because I'm slightly superstitious, that's all.
So, what do you think? Truth or lie?
Well, it's possible, but unlikely. I do think the one time you said France and forgot to touch your nose...
But that's because I'm an adult, and I don't...
I don't think it's plausible at all, actually. It sounds absolutely ludicrous, and I can't imagine anybody wanting to do it.
We're not going to ask you to mark him, by the way. We're not going to ask you to hold up a number.
You think a lie?
I think it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie?
We're saying it's a lie.
OK, Hugh Dennis, were you telling the truth or telling a lie?
I was telling a lie.
Yeah!
I once read an entire news bulletin with 1 foot in a bucket of iced water.
David?
Right. I'm assuming some sort of injury.
Yes, I had sprained my ankle.
By, what, reading a difficult sentence?
I'd raced in a triathlon the day before,
right.
and had come a bit of a cropper. So the next day it was it was very, very swollen. So we tried putting it up, but of course that didn't really look that good.
Yeah.
As I was reading the news.
Yeah. Looks too casual, doesn't it?
We came up with a cunning plan to have a bucket of ice, but it was just, I was in such pain.
It's very odd that you didn't have someone that could do it for you. I mean, you know, you're allowed to take sick leave, surely, on an injury. Why?
Not when you freelance. No, because I went in. Obviously, I wanted to work. If I didn't work, then that's me. I don't get paid. So
someone else gets in there, eh?
Yeah.
That bloody Hugh Edwards. He'd have been in like a shot, wouldn't he? Terrible news. Kate sprained her ankle.
Finally, an impression with the right accent for you.
I don't know, I totally believe that.
I don't. The freelance thing.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, free? Why can't you be freelance?
Oh, they're like a couple
Dude,
now, aren't
I mean,
they?
are you that desperate?
Shut up, I'll deal with this.
Were you that desperate for the money?
Well, it was a 3-hour stint. It was on a Sunday morning, and you go in for 3 hours, and it's very, very difficult to get somebody else to cover.
When did you do the injury, actually?
On the Saturday.
At what time?
In the afternoon, like a 3 o'clock race.
Oh, I see. And what part of the race was it?
The running bit at the end.
Where did you come in the race?
Good Lord, it's like a slightly Camp Inspector Moose. Please take your guess. Is she telling the truth?
Yes.
Would you like to consult with your team?
What do you think?
I think it's probably true.
What do you think?
I think it's true, but...
Yes, true. It's true. It's true.
So they're saying it's true. Kate Silverton, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
I once dug up my dead hamster